you know, the old nobility times, we just need to find some random lesser noble, his head, present it to the king, and we're done. You're the king. That's how you do it. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Toto's Battler in the UK and admin of the Battlespares English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
So yeah, Ayumu, how was your new confinement? Or shall I
Pretty good. I got 2 beds in the same room.
Nice. So now you can combine those two and now you can roll all over.
I mean, technically I can, but I can't be asked to move them.
You can just build a bridge out of the whatever they provide you. Just move the table.
To the bridge. Nah, the table's too high for it.
Then it's a ladder. It's a stairway to adulthood. Stairway to adulthood.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe once you climb up that staircase that you made out of those 2 beds and the tables, you will finally feel that you're a full adult. Maybe. Mentally, at least. But how are you doing, Ayumu? Yes. Good. That's good to hear. I am happy to see that you are also quite well. That is a good thing.
You literally missed the chance today. I'm also happy to hear that you become a Cthulhu legend.
The what? Cthulhu legend.
Cthulhu, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. So that was the good news from way beyond the abyss.
I have become the ancient one.
You know what? Speaking of like the ancient one, like I went to the church yesterday, and usually I, just to kind of gaslight myself to kind of like go to the church. I was like, since I go mostly once a month, during like the kind of like the Indonesian community thing. So I always say to myself, okay, there was another layer of reason that I need to go, and that is to meet my sister. And I went there because I thought, okay, so I was kind of busy last week, so okay, so let's go. I got a free day on Sunday anyway. Let's go to church and meet my sister. So as usual, the train wasn't cooperating. Like the earliest that I can get to Cologne is like basically half an hour after the mass starts. I was like 40 minutes late. And then I just knocked into that, like trying to be as silent as I could. But of course, it's really hard because it's a church. So like you take one small step and the echo like went all the way to the other side of the world. Because that's how they are designed. So that's how the priest can speak with minimum microphone thingy. But now, of course, he has the microphone. Because, of course, microphone is way easier to kind of like make your sound more clear to hear. Clearer to hear, yeah. And then I went into church, sat down, like kind of like prepare myself. And then I look on my right. Because that's where my sister are usually in. I tried to look for like 10 to 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see my sister.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. And then, so my sisters aren't there, but I'm already here and might as well. Well, I will like it's kind of like a way to relax myself anyway. So let's just enjoy the moment. I followed like whatever is left after I was 40 minutes late. And then the mass ended, so now I can check my phone. I checked my phone and then I found in the family group a photo of my sister and her family in a car, and then basically the conversation was going through my sister talking with my dad, pretty much. Hey dad, I need so what are the forms that I need to fill in when I landed? So yeah, I totally forgot that my sister are on the way home, quite much literally. Yeah,
Hey, but you got a lesson, you got a sermon from the father.
I guess so.
You should rejoice either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good thing, but I was like gaslighting myself, and I forgot that my sister is coming home. Well, not like I can go home now, like because it's this basically the high season, right? Like my sister needs to go now because her childrens are on holiday, so this is basically like the only time where she can go home with her children. Basically, I can just go home later when I got a job, and during the low season because I'm single and I have no one to kind of like stop me from going like whenever I want. Totally not salty. Well, I mean, like lately, like we have like maybe in 1 week, like 1 or 2 days where it's like super hot. So I guess that's still kind of fine. It's not like 2 years ago where it's like basically like every day was like, okay, another day, another pain. if I am like more than like 3 meters apart from my electric fan, I will be complaining all day. Because that will be too warm for me. Because like I think like there is this disconnect that when people say that you are from a tropical country, they think like, okay, so why are you complaining? Like your like homeland's way warmer anyway. Like why do you complain? Why are you complaining? Now the thing that you don't understand is that because you don't need air conditioning, because you only have like summer for like 2 months, we have summer for like the whole year, so we are kind of basically married to our air conditioning units if we can afford it. Otherwise, we are married to our electrical fan or whatever we can get. Like if I am a farmer, I will probably opt to stay in the fields where there is like rivers and stuff. There are waters, and so it will be relatively still cooler than what is in my house, probably. And that is a very disconnected statement to make because I never live in the village. So here's the thing. In Indonesia, basically if you went to a normal high school, which is the SMA, you basically have 2 choices. Like previously you have 3 choices, but like most of the high school there is, they have like 2 choices. You can either go through the science stream or the humanities stream, basically. So if you take, so basically you will still have like the common courses. So basically, yeah, language, citizenship, history, what else, like art, those computer, like those are like basically like the basics that no matter which path you took, you will get it. But like basically usually the defining point is if you take the science route, like you will get like advanced mathematics, physics, biology, chemistry. If you take like the humanities, then you will get a little bit deeper into the history, economics, sociology. What was the other one? Geography. Yeah, basically those are like the difference. There are like very few schools that still have like the language stream when I was in high school. So that is already, I don't know, more than a decade ago at this point. It might have been gone because it was not as popular. Basically you take either one of these, and then usually one of the things that made me kind of like highly like interested in the humanity stream is they do this thing called like the live-in. So like basically it is kind of like an easy mode of like living in a village, because they will basically take you out for like 1 week and then they will bring you to this one village that is basically still, it's a kind of like a catered experience. So like basically that is kind of like a village where you go there to kind of like experience living in a village, quote unquote. So like of course everything is already been tailored to make sure that you kind of still experience things, but you are not going to be not comfortable, kind of thing. And
Okay.
of course, if you go to the science route, you don't get that. You can get a field trip for like 1 day where you basically go to like the industry. I think my year we go to like the paper factory. And then we find out that we got cheated. And then that's like basically the beginning of when I realized how much we are fucked by our own manufacturers. Because basically, whenever Indonesia produces something good, they always export it. And then anything that is shitty, they sell it like within domestically, basically. So like, you know, when I go to like the expensive department stores and then I see like a Japanese branded notebooks, and then like, ooh, you open the pages and then it's kind of like just a normal notebook, but you can kind of feel like that the feeling on the paper is like really smooth and everything. And I was like, I went home, I took my shitty notebook, and then everything feels so flimsy and loveless. And then basically at the end of the tour, they basically just bring out like a whole cardboard box, and then, yep, you guys can take like any 2 from this box. And then I took one of like the kind of like the sketchbook, and then I was like, oh, this actually like this has like the same quality as the one that I found in that expensive department store. So I was like, yeah, we are totally capable of making like very good stuff. It's just that we don't sell them domestically. Probably because we don't want to justify like spending like 3 times on like a better quality notebook. But still, sometimes I do want the good quality stuff. And then like usually when I get the good quality stuff, it's kind of like a gacha, because my mom, as you know, she used to run a kindergarten. So like she has kind of like connection to like the stationery suppliers. Like sometimes we do get kind of like a Chinese product that happens to be good. And then I will get exactly 1 single batch of that good stuff. And it will be gone forever. Like they will then get like the same thing ever again. Which is sad, but yeah. So whenever I found like a pen that I really like, okay, so time to go there again and buy. They don't have them. That was painful. You see, coming from like a analog generation, writing, well, right? I mean, like I wouldn't say like writing is like a really enjoyable experience or anything. I mean, like if I write more than 10 or 15 minutes, my hand will still feel very sore. But like, at least like when the pen and the paper felt good, it was like, oh, I felt like the first 5-10 minutes before my hands went sore felt really, really enjoyable. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah.
Thumbs up, I guess.
Yes. One day I will convince you, Ayumu.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yes, so I will find like one day I'll just, Ayumu, here I bought you a gift, and it will be just a very fancy notebook and a very fancy pen. Like you will ask me like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? I don't know. You can do whatever you want with it. You can sketch, you can journal, you can try to maybe do some like writing sketches, kind of like, okay, so I will just do like 1 paragraph of like a very short story. Because like, That's like that is actually something that I kind of not learned, but I kind of knew from Shirobako. That's like yeah, because like one of the characters, she was like learning to be a writer, right?
Yeah.
So like one of the exercises that she was given is basically when she went to the office, like she has to observe like her surroundings, and then basically make like about 50 kind of like prompts, basically just a one sentence stories.
Yeah, we did that during our creative writing class as well. Yeah,
interesting.
It's like it's basically one of our like kind of practices. Yeah.
Damn. Turns out the anime is based on reality. Well, I mean,
who knew, right?
Who knew, right? I know, right? That is why Shirobako is such a delight to watch. Like everything was too real, like down to the fact that like the like the voice actor's girl is the one that is like the saddest. I was like, okay, so now, and then like the part that hits the most is when like the illustrator girl like calls her mom and then say that, yeah, don't worry, I make enough to eat. I was like, oh. She was like one of the people who like breathes life to this animes, and then like the only thing that they can say to assure their parents is like, yep, I'm eating enough, don't worry.
That's me for real.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, talking about relatable though. Recently, there was this new anime called with Rain and You or something like that. And then it's really like random. It's like one of those really random anime that is like slice of like healing kind anime. Yeah, I rarely watch those, but like, it's just like I was just like being unga bunga with like some of my friends, and I was like, oh, let's watch this. And like, yeah, sure. And then turns out it was pretty good. So it was basically about like kind of like no wait, actually yeah, a female novelist. You know, which I wouldn't say relatable, but like hopefully I would be in her position one day. And then like somehow she pick up a raccoon. And no, not raccoon. What do you call them? Tanuki, yeah.
Yeah.
Like she was walking back home, and then like she passed the street, and there was like tanuki in a car box. And then the tanuki like had like was holding like a drawing board, like a notebook kind of thing, and then like just like, please adopt me. And then like the tanuki literally flipped through another page, and which then it says, I would not cause any trouble or something like that. And then the girl pick it up, and then like somehow the girl thought that the tanuki's a dog. And then like most people around her were also convinced that it's a dog. For whatever reason. And then like it's just cute. Like the tanuki like just keeps communicating with her by like actually writing words on his notebook and stuff like that. And then like the girl's like, oh, you have really great talent. Oh, definitely a really normal thing to have for a dog.
Well, I mean the color is the same with Shiba Inu, so I guess if you're not well versed enough in dogs, maybe there's a dog that you never seen before. Question mark.
And then it was just like really cute and like kind of like really fluffy kind of anime. And like I really love it. You should watch it too.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
actually
probably.
no. I was about to say the relatable part was actually in episode 2. It was like basically like the girl's dad want to visit her because he heard that like she got a dog from her brother. And then like she didn't want to see her dad, so she just went out with like the neighbor kid. And like the neighbor kid was like, and then the neighbor kid said, "Why don't you want to see him?" And then she was like, "Well, I just don't have the mental energy to do that right now."
Oh.
And I was like, "That's me for real, for real."
Oh. That is a little bit too close to home.
Yeah. It's really funny. Yeah, I love it.
I know, right? Yeah, now you kind of got my interest.
It's really cute. I love it. Like the tanuki looks really fluffy as well. Actually reminds me of like my friend's cats. I wanna pet them now. I wanna rub their tummy.
Ah. Yeah.
I need cats. I need cats in my life.
Are you not with Mummies Against Cats cat boys?
What?
I'll show later. Mummies Against Cat boys. Ah, yes.
Sure. Okay, I do not understand what's going on, but sure.
Yes. The only answer is yes. Because that's where we are going to start Ayumu today. We are not going to start with the cat, but we are going to start with the dog.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the...
No!
Why the fuck did they make this? The dog.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of okay. I don't really think it's going to affect that much, not gonna lie.
Yeah. And it's still kind of like conditional in a way.
It's conditional, and then also because like a lot of the effects right now like optional. So it's like so it's not like the case of like Om Your Child, you know, where like so like Om Your Child is really funny because like it's not giving you a condition or activating an effect, but like it's literally just changing the direction of where your calls are coming from. So if you play a card and it has a mandatory call boost, then congratulations, you are reducing your life. You have no choice.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's the same with this one, Kishu Dog. But like the thing is like most of the draws nowadays are like optional. So like, you know, it does hinder your draws a little bit, but like it's not exactly the most annoying thing. And then the armor part is like also like, you know, not like the best basically. I mean, it's really good, like, having red and purple and blue, which is like three of the like main removal colors, but like but then like, you know, you still have like the other half of the colors to actually try to remove it.
Yeah.
And then even then, you know, obviously you have like cannot be prevented effects as well.
The Spassky piercing effect.
But like, yeah, so like it was like horrible back when it was first released, but like, you know, at this point it's like it's not the scariest thing, is what I would say.
Yeah.
But
still kind of like, why? Just because like there will be a meta in which like you will have like all effects kind of like draw to, and then like, okay, fine, now you have like 6 in your deck. Like this is getting ridiculous. Now you're just being a hater at this point. What the?
Watch as they make a new Baramba. That will be funny.
I know, right? And also like you're saying the name of Onmyo Child, and then like just the realization that Onmyo Child LT is a possibility at some point.
Maybe no. I mean, let's be honest. I don't know how they will even try to change Onmyo Child. They, you know, make a new one.
Yeah, probably just keep like the Grand Walker. So kind of like make it like only as strong as like the old one, then maybe like strengthen it in other direction. Maybe like when it is leaving the field.
No, but like it has to be weaker than the old one because the old one is limited right now.
Oh fuck! You're right.
Use your brain.
I forgot. My memory is not as good. That's why I took science. And then I still failed chemistry because chemistry is like the one that requires you to remember the most things.
I suppose it is.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, it's more like you need to remember like new stuff every time. But with like biology, like I don't know how it is in the other countries, of course, but like in Indonesia, we basically like learn the same 12 things. Maybe like we learn the same 12 things, and then
But also at the same time, biology is like just an extension from chemistry. So when you're learning biology, you should know stuff from chemistry already. Which is probably why it doesn't look like you need to learn a lot, because like they already expect you to know something already.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, and then physics is just like formulas. Yeah, but like it's not the worst, I suppose. And to be fair though, like physics was the one subject I didn't study.
Yeah, physics is fine.
As in like out of the 3 science subjects. But like
physics is fine.
Yeah, as in like I just studied for 2 years. It's like a mandatory course. But like when it became optional, I just didn't study it.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, if most of my studies things can be optional, I would like not take them probably. But you know what? We're not finished talking about dogs because we have 3 in one now. We have the Care Bears. Because it's
I was gonna say, what do you mean 3 in 1?
I know, right? Now you have 3 dogs in you. Like some people are content with like 2 wolves inside them. Like no, you need to have 3. It's kind of like interesting as well. Like it basically like takes the Saga Brave from like the Grand Walker, equip it to itself, and when you do so, you basically destroy 1 axis.
Yeah, it feels more like if you like want like an additional big attacker kind of thing. I think.
I suppose so. The rest is kind of okay. So
the problem is like Marshall is like what is it, like a 1-hit deck? OTK deck, yeah. So I don't really see any chances of using this. To be fair.
Unfortunately, yeah. But we will see. And I don't know why. I don't know why like Lu is like panicking when Morrigan is coming. Is this a seed of drama? Is there something between them?
With Lewis.
Yeah.
You mean right, you mean Lu.
Lu, yeah.
Is he panicking? Toa Morrigan ga kiteru zo.
Kioskero. Yeah, be careful.
Right.
Yeah, be careful. Morrigan is coming.
Cause isn't like Morrigan like the goddess of war or something like that?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, Eva was very unhappy about the design of Morrigan.
Yeah.
So that does not look like Morrigan. It's like Morrigan does not use an axe.
Not yet.
And I was like, maybe there's some niche lore that Bandai has found out or something like that. We don't know, but
yeah. Well,
have I told you where the whale from Bridget come from?
Yes. This time I remember.
This time you remember.
Yes.
Good. I'm not gonna repeat it then.
Okay. Okay, and then this is kind of just kind of like an intermission. Just now, yeah, basically, the first wall is of course already collab legal, but now we have an official Aikatsu burst wall as well, which is nice. Yippee!
Yippee!
Pretty nice. You can now stop say no to your opponent and then just one shot them next thing. because that's what we do. That's how we play yellow.
What for which month is this though? I can't remember.
Wait, do I still have it open? I still have it open. So that is for August. So it's for next month.
Ooh, I might still have a chance.
Go. If you get more than 3, let me know. Still a little.
I mean, I think it's just like a participation.
Yeah, it's a participation thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. If I spam and join 6 of the tournaments, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We. Nice. And then of course we have Kyuki. Kyuki is the cow demon kind of. Yeah, it means cow demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cow ghost does.
Yeah. That also works.
Yeah.
Ooh. So this one can go back to your hand when your Cortex is summon or advance. Or she. So and
What?
then
You mean she?
I see.
Oh, I see.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And then, yeah, the thing is the usual. So 3 cost, 2 reduction, -5 to 1. Return it to destroy it, and then you draw 1 from the bottom. Yeah, I guess it's kind of okay. Kind of like always hard to justify like putting in Kyuki.
Yeah, -5k is a bit awkward. I suppose it helps to it helps when you're like what is it? Just trying to reduce the BP, like not necessarily aiming for the draw. But just to reduce the BP when you're doing BP comparison and stuff like that. That might still be decent, but like maybe just like 1 copy because it can recycle itself, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
also,
maybe just like a 1 copy. Yeah.
Also, kind of like to complete your symbol, I guess, because then if you do have your Dairokit Mao online, then basically you can play this at 1 cost, and then if one of your symbol is missing, you can just pop out the magic, like misfire it, and then like summon it without paying the cost. Then you get the yellow symbol as well.
Oh, true. Yeah. You're right.
Well, I mean, like theoretically it has its niche, but like we will see whether people actually find that useful.
Yeah. The Cossack stack is looking interesting. We're just going to see if like the double X-ray is also about Cossacks.
Pretty much.
It's gonna be
Type
Leon
PN.
Lancer.
Leon Lancer or Type PN. We will see.
Yeah. Ooh, will it be final next time on Dragon Ball Z?
Nice. And then we have like the Murasame LT. So now we have the purple one. After we talk about like the red one and the yellow one and the blue one.
Yeah, this is basically just like was it like adding a burst condition? Kind of like that's it. And then like it's really funny because like someone complained like isn't this making it like a leave from the field condition? Like no, it's different. Because Muramasa means can only open when it's been destroyed, depleted, or returned to hand or deck. So you cannot activate it when it's banished. You cannot activate it when it's being sent to the remove zone. That's the difference. Yeah.
True. I just realized that we do have those options now.
Yeah, we do have those options now. Yeah.
Yeah, not too shabby though. We'll have to see what.
Definitely not. I mean, Muramasa has always been pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see if Murasame actually like climbs its way back to the meta like it used to be. Now that purple aggro is not the goat anymore.
What do you mean purple aggro is not good? Literally not
the goat. But I guess yeah. But it bad as the new it's kind of like the new era purple aggro, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm actually surprised it's doing pretty well. But then it's an aggro deck.
Yeah.
You don't need skill, you just need luck.
Fair enough. I mean, like, you do need it to some extent, but kind of like once you play it, like it becomes mostly in planning, and then like when you execute it, it's like, yep, I just need to see what is the top 4 card of my deck and play everything in my hand.
Yeah, so like, yeah, as I said before, like, I mean, I was just like, I just was like joking a bit. Like, I think every deck needs some skills, but like,
Yeah.
it depends. I think it depends on like which part
you're
putting your skills in. You know, so like for most decks, you know, obviously your skills is in like kind of like thinking how to. Excuse me.
No problem.
Oh, I'm gonna be tired. Like how to like counter the opponents, you know, during the game. But when it comes to aggro deck, I think like the main skill that you're trying to focus on is like studying the meta. And then like you know, just to understand what's around, you know, that might counter your deck, you know, stuff like that. So you can build your list, you know, to accommodate the current meta. Because like, you know, aggro decks is one of those decks where like if it's not fitting to the meta, then you're just dead kind of thing. You know, so you need to understand very well that what you might see, you know, and then like, after that, you know, just wish that you do not see your bad opponents, you know, kind of thing.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, like some people like play combo decks, but like basically they kind of like what they need to do is basically they need to remember like these 5 patterns, and then these 5 patterns will like be the only thing that they do, and it kind of works for them. So yeah, good for them, I guess.
True. Yeah. Combo decks are probably even less thinking than
yeah, I think like
aggro decks. Yeah.
It's more like less thinking when you are actually playing the game, but like you either do the thinking before the game, or like you let someone else do the thinking for you. And then like I think like some combo decks actually like kind of like shines more like when you actually like quote unquote don't think during the matches. Yeah. So basically like the more you have to think, that means you kind of don't then
doing well.
it's not like you probably wouldn't have the out anyway, because then you don't expect you didn't read the meta enough, and okay, so now if you read the meta enough, then this 5 pattern should be like the only thing that you kind of need, because like that have been crafted according to the meta kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of like again, that's kind of like where do you want the challenge. I'm a masochist, so that's why I play midrange, and I wanted to see. I basically just choose to do everything on the fly. That is not something that is superior. That is actually can be. Well, it is not that midrange in itself is a reckless behavior. My way of approaching midrange is a reckless behavior. And you say what other thing is reckless? Playing a cost and cost sex, that is. We have the Tenmao code in LT. So when you have like a Dairoku Tenmao, a contractor Dairoku Tenmao, this card can be used from the trash. Okay. Once per turn, same name. You can either return to your hand, summon, or use the change of a Cossack that is cost 10 or lower from your trash. And without paying the cost, of course. After that, if you use this card from the trash, you banish this card from the game. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like a way to cheat out some of the change, especially since we are going to see the type destroy later. Somewhere below. I don't know how actually like my PC kind of like ordered things, but like we will eventually see like type destroy, which is also the card that is in the art of this card.
Yeah, it's I would say it's pretty good. Enoch kind of disagree with me. It's like, I do not like the ghost axe now. I want to play the old one. And like that's what he said.
The game plan is it's kind of like changing. So we'll have to see how we'll be approaching it. Because like we are kind of leaving the kind of like a more of the current Cortex game plan, which kind of just spam out the type DN, one hit, done.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. So now it's more kind of like a tempo, more of a tempo to control, I guess. So we'll have to see how that will change Cortex, whether for the better or for the worse, or basically just.
I mean, I would say it's better because like you're faster now as well, right?
Oh yeah. Now you can go unga bunga with Cortex.
Yeah, you can go unga bunga with Cortex. Unga bunga.
Yeah. Because you just take out the type. Which one is the black one again?
Type 0.
Type 0, yeah. You basically just use type 0, use the change with type destroy. And have fun. Have fun with that. Yeah, and especially now that you have Tenma Okorin as well, you can basically just summon type 0, attack, use the Tenma Okorin, activate the change for your type destroy, and then like keep 2/2, and then like you do something else. Maybe Yuki. Maybe that's finally where Yuki will be shining. Like, oh no, I don't have enough attacks. Even though they have nothing. Like, if I end my turn now, they will be winning. That will be such a shame if I have another card that I can summon from my hand without paying the cost. Yeah, that will be hilarious. If you can pull it, that will be hilarious.
I mean, that's probably what they're expecting you to do, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a 2-1-2 then. Yeah. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a theoretical combo anyway. And then, of course, speaking of theoretical, we have the not theoretical number 26. Capital.
Capital. I always love that name.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Fuck, that is a nice question, because at first I thought that will be Tokyo, but that is not going to be Tokyo, isn't it? Ooh,
no, it's not Tokyo, because Tokyo is Eastern capital.
Ah, right. That's Kyoto. Is it Kyoto?
Yes, it is Kyoto.
What is the prefecture Kyoto is in again?
Kyoto.
Oh, it's a Kyoto prefecture. I see.
I'm pretty sure it is, because like the necessities are based on prefectures, not cities.
Yeah. Japanese prefectures.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Kyoto prefecture. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the Kyoto city in Kyoto prefecture.
Classic. And of course, it's also
those classic human naming things.
Exactly. Just like Berlin and Berlin City, and Singapore and Singapore City. Singapore City doesn't exist, by the way.
Bruh.
Singapore and Berlin are city-states.
But, do you know, the city of London does exist.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so when you go to London, you cannot call it the city of London. Because the city of London means like a smaller circle within the central of London.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so like technically the London that we've always been speaking of is actually called the Greater London. Yeah.
Greater London area. Just like the Greater Tokyo area. Yeah. Because like Tokyo is also kind of like really big, right? Which is why it has lots of people. And yeah, it has a classic. If it's activated with the Catalyst, you get to refresh one blue spirit as well. And then the usual, during the opposing attack step, your opposing ultimate or spirit that has no soul core, when they attack, your opponent has to pay one core from the reserve to the trash. And then, if the Nexus has soul core on it, the number of chords that they need to send is increased by 1. Okay, so let me open the original capital. Time to play Where's Waldo. Okay, capital. Okay, so basically now it rewards you for playing it with a catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
The level 1 effect is actually the same.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the taxing effect is the same. It's more like
but it's just a burst, yeah.
Yeah. If only
you can refresh one spirit, yeah. That's really just the difference there,
yeah. If only someone has this instead of Arun, she would have won. She would have won that game.
I actually can't remember how that game went, so
Yeah, I think like basically the only problem is she only has like one spirit left that is like can attack, and the Rakuten Mao literally has. Well, actually no. Even if she has that, like it wouldn't help because like the problem is the Rakuten Mao has like 2 lives or something, and then his deck was like 3 cards left or something. Like if she can attack with her the Blue Sea Doji and use the Crush, like she would have won. The problem is her main attacker is of course the Blue Sea's Wisdom King, and she discarded 14, and then the attack goes through, and then he plays Percival.
oof.
That is the painful part. It's like that is how the origin the line that the legendary line came from.
Turn and worm. Turn and your turn.
Yeah, that's where it come from.
Damn.
Well, so won't be able to win now. Look forward to it in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Because next we have the lifeless warrior. So of course it's a pastel. It's an evil shadow. Once per turn with the summon or attacks, you discard the top card of your deck. If you do so, draw 1. This card is also treated, the space symbol is also treated as red. And during your attack step, when your cost 8 or higher Heavenly Demon King. All of your cost 8 or higher Heavenly Demon King spirit gains an additional red symbol if it's at level 3. Hard task, but I guess it's there when you need it.
Yeah, I don't see this being too useful. To be fair, it's probably just for the first event. Yeah. At this stage, it's kind of like a wandering armor, but that activates when it attacks as well. Yeah. The problem is that like the last effect you need it to be a level 3, which is then also 4 cores, which is like can be useful, but also at the same time it's like don't really need it.
Yep.
I think it depends on like I think it depends on how the dex plays, but like because obviously in Nyx we got like the water spirit, which also like has like the level 2 effect, which also needs 4 cores to do something like what is it? Nyx gains 1 additional purple symbol. And that actually helps a lot because then Nyx can burn 3 on attack. Yeah. Which actually makes it surprisingly useful. So you can say like the same case might be the same case here as well. Especially since giving type destroy 1 more symbol. So then you have to just smack 2 attacks instead of 3. To actually end the game. So who knows?
We'll see. The first one, now that I think about it, like the first effect kind of like, although it's kind of like a soft once per turn, still, I mean like it kind of helps to populate your trash. So if you have the Tenma Okonin can kind of like, okay, so now I have Type Destroy in my trash, so I'm going to summon it whether you like it or not. Yippee!
Yippee!
I mean, like it's purple, so like the discard one can always do something, I guess. Also, it's an evil shadow. Maybe time for Dragon Knight. No, just kidding. It doesn't have Dragon. It's not the Dragon Knight. It's not. It's not going to help us much, I think.
Nah.
Yeah. But that's small though. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The PTSD is all coming back to me.
Does they even need a new card?
They
People are
don't.
literally still using the old one right now. I don't know why they need to make a new one.
Exactly. Like also this is supposed to be like anime booster. Like, yeah, this is related to the whole War Dragon and Lord thing. Yes, but like this is kind of like a stretch on like why do you include it in this particular booster? Like this could have been in any other team booster, but like not really doesn't really fit like the anime booster kind of like theme. Also, it's fucking cracked.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose like they need to like make a bit more X-rare, right? Because obviously, green we know Kitikage is in the anime, white, Daybreak the Third was not used, and obviously Julu wasn't used as well. But like, of course, like it's because originally there was no X-rares of those colors in the anime, so they they just fit something in, so there's something for everyone. But red, you already have like the tiger, Sengoku tiger, and like the brave as well.
Yep.
You really need another red X-rare. Literally, this set does not have a purple X-rare.
Exactly.
So it's like Kai does not need a new card.
Yeah. And even if even if they insisted on giving the slot to like a red card, like we still have Leon Lancer.
Oh, true. Yeah. Exactly. Just make Leon Lancer. Like I feel like Leon Lancer is probably gonna be in like BS 73 or something like that.
Either that or it's going to be Master Rare, isn't it?
Or will it be a Master Rare though? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna downgrade it.
That will be very sad.
Yep.
But they did downgrade my boy, the Chaos Pegasaurus though, so this Chaos Pegasaurus. Chaos Chaos Pegasaurus. Yeah. The thing. Yeah, it was one of my most expensive cards and it's now reduced to ashes. No, just kidding. But that's kind of sad. It's like, okay, so this is supposed to be like hard to get. So like, okay, I got them, yay! And then now it's a Master Rare. It's like, oh, I don't know. Sometimes it's really interesting, right? Like how the rarity works because like there are less Master Rare, so it is technically harder to get from a pack. But like if you buy boxes, because there are less Master Rares, it's easier to get like the Master Rare that you want. And it's kind of like harder to get like the specific rares that you want because like there are more rares in the set rather than Master Rares.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened before, didn't it?
But when the Master Rares like on high demand because like they are pretty much fixed to kind of like 6 to 7 per case. Like the ones they are in high demand, they can be like the most expensive card in the set.
Yeah, that happened.
Yes, the good old Murciela. And who else? A lot.
A lot, yeah.
A lot indeed.
Wait, what? Was Murciela just a rare? I thought it's like a Master Rare.
It's a Master Rare. Yeah, but I mean like that's the kind of the point, right? Like when Master Rares are like really major, they're really, really major.
True, yeah.
But like most of the time, I think like kind of like Master Rares kind of got hurt by the fact that they are kind of like specific supports. Kind of like
recently, yeah, but like back then, no, not really. And like that's why it was so bad. But
yeah. Nowadays, it's like rares are like quote unquote better just because they are more versatile. But yeah. the Sacred Kai, Sacred Kai X. Like the effect is basically the same. It just changes from when summoned to when manifest. The content is pretty much the same, except that it gives you. Does the old one gives you draw as well?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the old one was only on summon on effort. But this is on manifest and attack.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because if you play mono, like if you play a red deck, or when time calls for it, like you can just summon it for like 2 costs. So like, okay, this is now getting into like a really dangerous territory. And then like the interesting thing is this is kind of like the first manifest that doesn't even require you to have a contractor, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Yeah. Just needs a groundworker with 5 calls. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the contractor exclusive mechanic is available to normal groundworkers as well. That will be very interesting. That will definitely not be abused. So let's. This is going to be a yellow card probably. Okay.
Yeah. True. Maybe. Yeah.
And speaking of another like red dragon that got its X form, we have of course all the reliable Doramaru X. A cost 0 in which when it is summoned, you can basically pay another 2 to open the top 5 card of your deck to search for Sengoku Gurren Dragon, Samurai Dragon, or Soul Dragon to your hand. The rest of them goes to the bottom of the deck. If you add anything to your hand, you get 1 counter. This is of course kind of like a tribute effect to Yukimura's feat when he was playing against Genshin and then his Burning Soul Dragon got returned to the bottom of the deck and then he basically just frantically like searched through his whole deck so that he can bring his Burning Soul Dragon back to the top of the deck. Like
that was honestly the dumbest play ever.
I know, right? Like literally just play any yellow magic and draw it from the bottom for fuck's sake.
No, it's not even that. It's like his deck, have other ways to end the game. But no, I need my keys, Birin. Let me deck myself out just so I can get it.
Yeah. This kind of like a pro level stuff and like not like the competitive pro kind of thing. It's kind of like if you do it as a pro and you are like doing it for like the entertainment, then I can kind of understand. But like he's doing this competitive plan, that is why we don't understand.
I mean, let's be honest. That's just a BM at this point.
Yeah. Like, why are you doing that? But like Doramaru is not going to give up regardless. And he's going to pierce right through you. Teehee. And then of course, speaking of being piercing it right through, next up we have another long thing. We have the Moonlight Giraffe.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Moonlight Giraffe. I don't know. I think like giving more Artemis cards at this point is like excessive. I feel like
kind of just a filler in a way. Also, it's basically refreshes itself at level 1. It's basically the pre-Helio for this deck. You attack Corvus 1 once per turn. If your counter is 6 or more, refresh 1 cost 5 or lower. So most likely itself.
Yeah.
Well,
to be fair, what was it? 5 count? No, 6 counters. It's not the easiest to do in Artemis. That's the problem.
So yeah, he'll probably be most likely just attack Corvus 1.
Let's be honest. I don't think people are even gonna play it.
Nope.
I'm not an Artemis player. Who am I to say, right?
Exactly. I want to play with the giraffe. It's not in a tournament, but I want to play with the giraffe. I just want the big old giraffe. Well, anyway, next up we have You have finally one of the first Aero Soldier spirits. When it is summoned or attacks once per turn, you may draw 2 cards from your deck. When you done so, you return 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of the deck. Once per turn, same name. If your opponent has a total of 5 cards or more in their hand and open zone, the number of cards that you send to the bottom is reduced by 1. And then when the spirit attacks at level 2, return all cost 4, 5, and 6 cards from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck. When you do so, destroy 1 opposing brief.
It's like what is it? Yeah, I mean it's a filter card, so it's probably not the worst. 4-3 as well. And like 4, 5, 6 is like the most common cost of cards in like any deck, because obviously it's like the middle cost, right? You know, you're gonna have something with that cost, you know. Even like something like what, 4th right draw.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, obviously in a lot of decks, and Geki is still running around. So yeah, so there are, so like I think like this card can be pretty. It's gonna have some uses for sure. And then like we were like deciding, so like we call it Arrow Fighter, right? Before, but like looking at like the other designs, which are like, I mean, you're probably gonna bring it up later. We decided that like it's probably better to call them Force Fighter. Because I feel like so like for those who don't understand, basically we call it Arrow Soldier because like the kanji is written as Ki Hei. Ki meaning air, and Hei means soldier. And then like we suspected that you know, because Takeru is especially because like the conclusion was like what, it can change into like a fighter plane. You know, so we thought it's gonna be something about flying as well. So that's why we call it Arrow Soldier. Then like the new was revealed, and it feels like the key here doesn't mean air, but actually chi.
Yep.
As in like chi in Taoism in Chinese. Which is why we decided to call it the Force Fighter instead. And then like someone was described, hey, does that mean they're just the Jedis? I mean, I guess they are the Jedis there.
It's the Jedis.
Yeah. It's the Jedis, yeah.
Well, their sabers their force are blue, so I guess Jedis are green though. Oh, fuck!
I don't know. I actually never watched Star Wars.
Same actually. I only know like the memes, but like not too deep into it. Yeah, I think like nowadays, if we wanted to watch like the old movies, our attention span is not strong enough, so we'll kind of have to get
too much TikTok.
Yeah. So now we either have to get drunk, or we basically have to watch it in the cinema, because kind of like in the cinema, okay, so every cinema movie is usually slow burner, but like if you watch it on like a computer screen, that kind of like the temptation to kind of like change to other content is like really easy. But like if you watch it in the cinema, you kind of have to sit down, and then you're kind of like trapped there for like the next hour or two. Like, okay, fine. So I kind of have to watch through this. Like the first few minutes is going to be kind of like acclamation. So like, I think like it's kind of like the same with every movie, kind of like because you are locked into that one single content, they can kind of like take the time to kind of like, okay, so now you kind of have to get comfortable, like immerse yourself, and then like slowly like, okay, you are going to get into the mindset in which to kind of like enjoy what is happening right in front of you. Like if you're watching it on Netflix on your computer, especially with my kind of setup, I have the monitors. I was like, I haven't like tap into this movie, and then like Ayumu is sending me a message on the left. Okay, fine, I'll read this one first. And then I'll forget about the movie altogether.
Yeah, it's actually the same for me with like some anime. So like, I think I mentioned before, how back then I'll be like, I need to focus on the anime because I want to know everything about it. But then like, like there are some anime, especially like the like really goofy, silly ones. Just like I just play it and then just like scroll my phone. So it's like oh, they're making a joke, just like
Yeah.
it's like that kind of thing. It's like not even focusing on the anime that much. Finish it and then like you're gonna ask me. So, what was the episode about? I don't know.
The vibe.
It was like entertaining. Like that's it. I felt entertaining and like that was enough. Kind of thing.
The vibe is there, and that's also why like that's also why kind of like I don't want to like whenever there is like a show that is like very well received, I kind of don't want to watch it right away. I kind of wanted to wait until like I have kind of like quote unquote free time, so I can kind of just watch it in silence without any distraction. But of course, as I am now a responsible adult, that time rarely comes, unfortunately. And speaking of something that comes irregularly, we do last week, we finally had the first ever trial for the new Battle Spirits format, which is the new standard format. And lo and behold, as Battle Spirit Saga players, this is not a news that Battle Spirit Saga is coming back, but it basically is coming back to the Japanese game. Of course, this message over here, this long Japanese text, is basically just saying everything that they have experienced, like what the players have experienced during their trial session, is of course not a final. The game is like the standard format is still currently in development, and that is why they are doing this trial so that they can gather feedbacks from the players. So as I heard from my friends in Indonesia, they will be getting their trials as well. So if you're living in a country where Battle Spirits is officially distributed, you might want to contact your retailers whether you can join the trial as well, and do make sure to give them any feedback that you might have during the trial. But yeah, I guess while there are some information that are already floating on the internet, it is still best that you join the trial and actually like kind of like get the feel for yourself, and then you can then form your own feedback and actually make the game more accessible to new players.
Oh yeah. Because like now that you mention it, when I go back to Hong Kong, we might get the trial event as well. Actually,
yo, we can get first-hand observation.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because like what is it? We got like we're basically Hong Kong's Comic-Con coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, we literally call it the anime convention. Yeah.
The anime convention.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like so like there are still other things mixed up in there, but like it's kind of still mainly anime. So like we literally just call it the anime convention, even though like the proper name is like the ACG convention. So anime gaming comics.
Yeah, comics.
I think. Yeah, probably comics. Like I don't know what kind of English they're using. Like the English got worse in the city recently. So
yeah. As sad as it is. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to get there because also they have the Guardian battles there as well.
All right.
Yeah. So I want to have my chance to face the Guardian.
Yay. Go for it.
But like unfortunately I probably won't have my decks updated. It's like I'm literally arriving 3 days before that happens.
Well, we can manage something, probably.
I actually know I can bring my pendants.
Oh yeah, you can.
Because my pendants are sitting at home right now.
All right. You can go home, unwrap it, and then you'll be tournament ready, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
And yeah, now that you mention it,
I kind of feel bad that like, the Penance came out and then like people play for a bit. And it's like, that's enough.
no,
You
right?
know, and then like you just like don't see it again,
Uh-uh.
kind of thing.
True. And you know what, Ayumu? Since my sister is coming home, that means I will be able to get my penance as well.
Yippee!
Yippee! We can play with the penguins.
Penguins.
Penguins. But yeah, to summarize what we have in standard so far, so this is kind of like the version 0 of standard for Battle Spirits. It's basically pretty much, well, not the same, but similar to Saga. You have a minimum of 50 cards in your deck, a total of 4 cards per playset, and then you do have the mulligan. And then that's pretty much where the similarities with Saga ends, because then they started to experiment with a second main step after your attack step. Also, yes,
crazy.
And then they kind of like, well, they still kept like level 1, but like they don't really, at least for what is in the demo deck, they kind of like not include the higher levels, and instead they kind of like give you kind of like a condition in which if you fulfill the condition, the most common being putting a number of cores on top of the card, or putting your soul core, then you can kind of like add an extra effect. Pretty much.
Yeah, and the extra effect is called what's it called? Super release or something like that.
Yeah, true release.
Yeah, true release. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shin Kaiho.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because also it's the Shin Kaiho project. Oh my god, that's. Panda and their puntsman. So that's why they call it the Shin Kaiho project. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
We'll have to see. I mean, like, again, like, just hearing it feels like kind of like weird, because like you are familiar with the system of Battle Spirits, and then like you hear the system, and then it's like, that is not the Battle Spirit that I know. But then again, we do have like Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. We have Vanguard and Vanguard D, which is like pretty much like has like significant changes made to them. So we'll have to see whether, I don't know. I feel like level is one of like the more intuitive kind of like if mechanic in Battle Spirits, which kind of give it flavor. So of course it kind of feels weird that they are like removing it. But then again, as I said before, this is still not final. Maybe if like enough people said like, yeah, please bring back the level, they will bring it back. But like I guess I kind of see how they kind of just want to make it okay. So like we want to have level and we want to have like the Shin Kaiho mechanic. So like kind of like they kind of have to choose one, and the other one it's to quote unquote go.
Yeah, I think like the weird thing though, right, is that they already mentioned that the anime would start in April.
Mm-mm.
And like, so I'm just like wondering at what stage of the anime are they in right now?
Mm-mm.
Like, are they already in production? Are they still like just writing the script?
Mm-mm.
Or like even if it's already done or something like that.
Mm-mm.
Because like if they're already in production, then like there's not much that you can change, can you?
Mm-mm.
Because like they already set down the rules and everything like that, so you can't really have a game to have like different rules to what's going on in the anime, right?
Mm-mm.
Unless you do a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, which was funny, but let's be honest, that wouldn't help the game.
Mm-mm.
So I'm just wondering like at what stage of the anime production they're in. Because like if they're already like very far front, then there's not much they can change. Even if they say, oh yeah, we accept players' suggestions or stuff like that. But
yeah.
Actually, I mean, if they're doing this, then maybe they haven't got too far into the anime yet. So maybe they're just still on the script right now, something like that.
Or like even if they're, or like one of like the compromise that they can make is they probably wouldn't change much in the first set, and then if they have like any changes that they want to make, they will do it maybe starting from set 2. Kind of like that as a compromise.
But like, it's gonna be like the first 4 set that's like basically set, right? Because like if they plan the anime, it's probably gonna be like a whole year or something like that.
True. You're right. Damn. Yeah, that will be hard. Because like producing the physical cards will also take time. Like there should be like a limit on like when they want this kind of like feedback period to end. That's why you got the feedback period on your side. May just do it as soon as possible. Because we don't know their timeline. They're not hopefully they will like kind of like let us know, but probably not as much because it's Bandai. So let's go back to what we already know. We know that the next Dream Booster is going to be about the Galaxian, so of course we have the first look into Strikeworm Leo. Because he is the biggest baddest guy that pretty much murdered. Well, I kind of forgot which one kind of like smacks Gemini into Dun's plane and like basically disabled the whole thing. But yeah, Strikeworm Leo, everyone's favorite lion.
Isn't my zodiac as well?
Oh, you're a Leo.
Yes, I'm a Leo.
You do give off Leo energy. I don't know how Leo energy looks, but you do give off Leo energy.
What?
Yes,
what? Well, okay. How are Leos even supposed to act?
Okay, let's see. Leo energy.
Leo energy. I just put Leo personality. Leo's zodiac sign. Leo traits exudes warmth and creativity. Okay. I guess that works. And then like what a little bit vain. I don't know what that means.
You know the one that I found. They are delighted to embrace their royal status. Vivacious, theatrical, and passionate. I guess that's kind of accurate to you though. given that you are the only one among us that has that even know what table manner is. Leo's love.
Again?
Because you know what table manner is.
No, but like what do you say about Leo?
They are delighted to embrace their royal status. Vivacious, theatrical, and passionate. Kind of accurate.
Well, I guess that's up to your judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here I'm like Leo is a little vain, and like vain basically means having or showing an excessively high opinion of one's appearance, abilities, or worth. Basically narcissistic.
Yes.
I don't think I'm that kind of person for sure. Or maybe I am a little bit. I don't know.
To some extent, but yeah, not too much. I mean like vanity is kind of like a property instead of kind of like a.
I mean, true, and like everyone has that to some extent, right? So it's just like a weird general thing. And it was a really big personality, I guess.
I guess so.
Wants to stand out. I mean, isn't that just like a general thing as well? To be fair.
I guess so.
I mean, I suppose I do admit I feel a little bit like that. There's a reason why I go to tournaments.
That's why you are a Leo.
Interested in luxury. That's an interesting one. Am I? I don't really think I'm interested in luxury. Like, if anything, I just like really casual things. So I don't know. Best careers. What chanteuse? What is this? I never heard of this word. What the hell? What does it mean? A female singer or popular song. Okay. And never mind. B-list actor.
Oh my god.
What the hell is? I do not know what those terms means.
Hmm.
B-list actors are those who have achieved a level of fame but are not considered top tier stars or household names. Okay. Okay. I don't know why B-list specifically, but sure. Motivational speaker. Autobiographical author. I might go for that. And style icon. Wow. Okay. Sure. I guess I'm slaying. Who knows?
Slay. Because if that is not your thing, we do have the Capricorn next. We have the Steinbock. Yeah, which is, now that I think about it, like Steinbock has more of like the final boss aura, way more than Asclepius does. Because he has a literal coat, right? There's a dark coat, like literally like the symbol of the devil. Like it has like all the aura to be like the final boss, but it is not. For some reason. And unfortunately so. I don't know.
I suppose. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Also, it's kind of like more. How do I put it? It's more way versatile. So kind of like, kind of like given like the theme of brave is kind of like more of like a collective malice. Kind of like, okay, so this card is going to be given to like this foot soldier, and then this he lost, and then like it gathers the malice and then like goes to the next guy, and then like once it reaches the final boss, then it may be like just for as a final boss thing, it has like an evolution, kind of like Sequel Nova, because it has scattered all the malice from like the lesser villains. But that was not what Steinbock is about. So let's go to my own zodiac sign.
Yes.
Because we have the armored Pushin, armored war god, Cancer.
I knew it. You're a fucking Cancer. You're Cancer to my life.
I know, right? And then you see like you do like found like the best careers thing, right?
Yeah.
And then like mine is also like very so like, okay, so let's see. Cancer traits: sensitive, seeks comfort, forgives but never forgets, only has one boundary but it is very firm. Takes on other people's problems. I guess like, except for like the last two, I guess. I don't have boundaries.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And fuck all, I don't want to take other people's problem. I have enough problems myself.
Oh my god! So like for my page, like they have like the best careers one. Oh my god, this is actually hilarious. I don't even know why they have there. So the first one is emotional pack-mole.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Caretaker for lost skaters.
A male used as a pack animal. Okay, yes, it's something like a caretaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, caretaker. I think we're on the same page. Yeah, caretaker for lost skaters. Why is this so specific? What the hell?
No, right.
Oh my god! But the next one is funny. That's one influential elementary school teacher. That one was huh?
And then we have free hugs put operator. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, what is this website? What the hell? Metaphorical heart surgeon. What does that even fucking mean?
Exactly. Like, do they even know what the word career means? Like, all of this feels like not something special that you do for a living. It's just kind of like, yeah, what if you are like that bored with your life, then I guess you can kind of like do that to other people as a charity. But like, what the fuck is this? Do they even know what the word career means? I guess like the last one is kind of like just like literally just a therapist. So I guess that kind of works.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. It feels like, therapist thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically just...
But like they had to make it sound like so sophisticated.
I know, right?
Metaphorical heart surgeon.
And I was cut the artery just like in that song. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what that nerve is for. I'm going to cut it. Oh no, he's now somewhat stable, but he can only eat salad that is still in the stalk, just like a koala. Oh my god. He can only eat asparagus and exclusive asparagus. Going to have like a party in spring and then like start for the next 10 months. My goodness. What is this? What is this website? Jesus Christ.
I do not know. And like for me, I believe in like ghosts and stuff, but I do not believe in astrology.
I know, right? Like even Chinese astrology is kind of like little less romantic because we kind of know that it's kind of like a statistic. Kind of like, okay, so we get it like the story of people who are born in this year. Then we withdraw the conclusion. So it is still not an accurate thing to do, but like at least it has some basis, right?
I mean, I suppose like that was like the origin for like Western astrology as well. Isn't it?
But now
it's just like I feel like right now it's like it's just like whatever bullshit they like to put out.
Because like
kind of thing.
Because like originally it's kind of like okay, so we kind of like get the story. This is kind of just kind of the experience of other people who are born during your time, basically. So it is not kind of like an exact thing, but kind of like okay, so this is the story of other people. Maybe you need it in your life, maybe you don't. But now I guess like also because of the media arms race, right? Because like Zodiac as a content is kind of like popular back then, especially during the 90s, like in magazines and newspapers. And then like if you rely on like the old like statistic things, then you kind of like ran out of things. Then you kind of have to sensualize things so that you kind of like have an edge over like the other newspapers or the other magazines. And then like things just get out of control now.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. Because like I think like with the Chinese zodiacs, you mostly still get your quote unquote content from like people who are trained to be like the fortune tellers and everything. So then then because your consultation is kind of like one-on-one, there's not really much need to kind of like sensualize and okay, so you will be successful because this. It's kind of just okay. So
So I mean I don't know. Like I suppose like with one-on-one at the very least, like they're still gonna say some very generic things. They're gonna see that you have black eye circles, and then they just say, "Oh, are you like feeling a bit tired recently?"
Yeah.
How do you know that? Like that.
Yeah.
Like but like I don't know. It's, at least at least they're using like actual observation.
Exactly.
But like when it comes to like astrology media, it's like
it's like
where did those things even come from?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Which is why like in the end, okay, what comes out of it, like this kind of like imagery, like the cancer and everything, that is cool. That is we are thankful for, but like the actual like astrology articles, not as much. Yeah. And you know what comes next after the astrologists? The revival of the worlds, of course.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Why do they even make that? Oh god.
I know, right? Like now they increase like the condition from like 5 or lower to 6 or lower, which I guess kind of like extend like the time frame where you can use the rebirth a little bit, because then most of the
Yeah, because like most of the counter gains like in even numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then you can kind of like, okay, so maybe you use your shark 3 times and then now your blue world can still rebirth basically.
Yeah.
Then what else? And then now basically instead of centering it around origin, they center it around conclusers. Yeah, basically just to fit it into the current theming of the sets.
Yeah, but then they still have the primal.
Yeah, which makes
family,
it. Yeah. So now you can kind of like choose how you want to approach this. Because
which is like I don't know. It's kind of weird because like we were expecting them to be like support specific. It's like maybe the reviving is so that they limit it to devotee, stuff like that. No, we're just gonna make it generic. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like I don't understand.
Oh, but it does only revive devotee or concluser, right? That is cost 4 or lower.
Well, the B side, but like the whole thing in general is still very generic, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and actually, Actually, like, isn't the reborn condition like kind of a bit worse now? Because like, how many conclusions are you even playing in one deck?
Now that you mention it, also, can you target like multiple targets with the old one? No, so it's still okay. So now it's kind of like because you have less concluser, they made it quote unquote easier because it counts every one. But back then, because you count every origin or primal.
No, it was like every 2 primal.
Yeah, every 2 primal. That's
like,
why.
Technically, it's easier, but like.
Also, you can target ultimates now.
I mean, that's the thing, sure, but I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I'm not gonna care. I'm not playing purple anyway.
Yep. We'll have to see. But we'll
talking about purple. I am thinking about building a new deck. Which is like the red purple nerf.
Oh yeah.
I think I might have mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Like because like we were like trying out like the collaboration only tournaments kind of thing, and then like I was like, let me pick like a really niche collaboration deck and play with it, and like, somehow I found red purple nerf, and it played like kind of extremely similar to Purple Control in Saga. So I basically fell in love. Like the first time I used it. Yeah, and then actually like just a few hours ago before this podcast started, someone was trying to get rid of the decks because they do not like what they see in the standard format. So he's starting to let go of like some of the decks that like he feels like he's not interested anymore. I think he's going to focus on being a diva player.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So like, so do you have nerf then? I was like, yes, I do. And then he's gonna send me a list later because it's still working right now. But, yeah. But like, depending on the price, I might get it. I don't think it's gonna be too expensive anyway. To be fair. Especially since no one uses this shit. So.
Fair enough.
I can see the potential though.
Yeah.
You better make a collaboration only tournament in your server. So just so I can use
it. It will happen sometime soon. I mean, like we do like every 3 months we do kind of like a special role thing, right? And I guess and I guess like as much as I wanted to make kind of like a more competitive focused thing, kind of like the 2 deck format, I guess like people still appreciate more kind of like the collaboration only as well. Like I guess why not? Or maybe we need to expand the cycle kind of thing. Kind of like, okay, so maybe this month, every like 2 months of like normal tournaments, like 1 month collaboration only, 1 month of like the competitive format kind of thing. We'll see. I mean, like the current competitive season is almost ending. So if you want to play Biospirits remotely, do check out the links in the description below. we do a one tournament every month, and we do kind of like a leaderboard kind of thing, and then top 8 player will be invited to a finals tournament in which we will basically spend like all the money that we did not spend on like the winner's prize basically. Yeah. So let's see what rank Ayumu is in.
What?
Yeah, because you are in the ranking. Wait.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing. Why are we even checking it right now?
Yeah, I just want to do it as kind of like a promotion. No, just kidding. But Ayumu is currently on place number 6 actually.
Oh.
Yeah. You're in a pretty safe spot actually.
I thought I would be lower because I haven't really played that much in comparison to the other people.
Yeah, I think like it's also because you do participate a total of 5 times, and then 2 of them you get the top 4. So it kind of like sets you apart a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Not bad.
Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that, I guess.
Not bad. You can do it.
Not bad. Yippee.
Yippee.
It's okay. I'm just gonna use my nepotism and like ask you to increase the points for me.
Yay.
Just like gaslight the people and say like, yeah, no, I was in top 4 a few more times. Yeah, I was in that tournament. You just forgot about that.
Yeah, actually the tournament we have like 10 people. That's why like Ayumu actually got a point. No, just kidding. No nepotism. But we do have the Lotus Monarch Senju X. In which, since the deck doesn't really rely on counters, of course it has an alternative method to kind of like summon itself. So after the battle of your Wisdom King, if you have Contractor Gunjo, if you have Gunjo Soun, you can pay 1 cost to summon this card from your hand. It of course has the True Catalyze. When this spirit attacks, if it has a Soul Core on it, you can force activate your Soul Burst. After that Soul Burst resolve, you can deploy up to 3 Nexus with Soul Burst without paying their cost. So you can deploy everyone's favorite what is that Amida Yorozu in English again? That Amitabha statue. That costs 8 Nexus anyway.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. And Corpus 3.
Man, I was literally reading the book on Buddhism today.
Yay.
Wait, isn't not 34? It's a 33. Let's see. Where are you? The Amitabha Tathagata statue.
I see. That is a mouthful.
Wait. Why do they translate it like that? Wait, let me see. I mean, I suppose he does have different names.
Yeah, that's probably because it's specifically that statue.
Wait, no, it doesn't. Let me see. The wiki doesn't. Okay, Tathagata is a term used in Buddhism primarily refer to a Buddha. Wait, so I think. Oh, okay. I think Gautama Buddha, the founder of Gautama. Is Gautama Amitabha? Let's see. No, Gautama is someone else. Yeah. So Amitabha is like another Buddha. Yeah. So it says like Tathagata is it's like a title for a person who has attained the highest religious goal. So Gautama Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, used it when referring to himself or other past Buddhas in the Pali Canon. Likewise, in the Mahayana corpus is an epithet of Shakyamuni Buddha. I think, Shakyamuni Buddha and the other celestial Buddhas. Oh, so it's a title, but then like, Amida Nyorai. Yeah, but then like the Nessus itself, is it using Tathagata? It's using something. It's using something else. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Okay. Oh my god, this is so confusing. It's like, with Buddhism, especially Japanese Buddhism, which is as I mentioned before, what's it called? Mahayana Buddhism. It went through from India to China and then to Japan. So then like a lot of translations are like, extremely weird. Basically, it's like you can't really see where it came from, kind of thing. So like, yeah, okay. So when the name passed down to Japan, Amitabha, I cannot pronounce that name. Amitabha in Japanese is called Amida Nyorai. Yeah, but the term Nyorai, I cannot say the word. Nyorai is actually, obviously, all of them are supposedly originally Indian, or actually, what's the word? Hindu? Yeah. At least in terms of language. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but then like yes, but then oh wait, actually yes, I am very wrong. Well, what was this? Sanskrit. There we go. Yeah, but like in Sanskrit, the term Nyorai is pronounced as Tathagata. So that's why the Nessus is called Amitabha Tathagata statue. That's a tongue twister. Actually, but like I don't know though. I might discuss with my editor to see if we want to be literal with the name, or do we want to adapt the original name, because like I suppose like it works because like we're doing translation, not transliteration. So if you translate the Tathagata statue, is not wrong. But like it might be a little slightly less misleading if we just put it as Amida Nyorai statue. I don't know. I will have to ask him later.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my editor is better at translation than I do, so I probably have to ask him.
Fair enough. And then
names, man, names.
Exactly. Anyway, we can do that, and then basically Corpus 3, and then what is next? With the Amitabha Tathagata statue, you can basically increase Senju's symbol by 3 because it is counted as 3 nexus at level 2. Oh, it has to be exactly named Lotus Monarch Senju, so forget about what I just said. Except if they made the LT that way. But then again, Senju, when during your attack step, as long as the spirit has soul core on it, it is treated as having a soul core on it, starting from level 2. After that, for each one of the total number of your Myo-O, Doji, and your Nexuses, this spirit gains 1 symbol. So basically, if you activate a Soul Burst Nexus with his Catalyze, you get 1. And then you get an extra 1. And then you activate the extra effect from the Catalyze. You deploy another 3. Then you get a Senju with 5 symbols.
Yes.
Easier said than done. But that is brute force at its finest.
It's like, yeah, I suppose the concept is actually really interesting because now that I understand a bit more in like Buddhism, and then like now that I see this card, it's like that does not fit the image of Senju. Because like now that I realize, do you know what Senju means?
No, I don't.
It means 1,000 hands.
Yeah.
And so like it's quite clear that is supposed to be a reference to canon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure canon is what is their status? I'm saying there because they can be guy or girl.
Well, the Japanese interpretation, as I know, canon is the goddess of mercy.
It's still it's mainly female in Japan, but it can still be a guy.
Yeah.
Cause but like what is their position? I cannot remember. But like they're not exactly Buddha. They're like a rank below Buddha. Something like that. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm scrolling through so much I cannot read. But yeah, so they're not exactly Buddha, but either way, like the thousand, I'm pretty sure like the 1,000 hands is like the only, well, the title is only for not Senju, canon. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is like a reference to canon. But then canon's supposed to be like, the goddess of mercy. But then like the effect is making them brute force.
Yeah. I guess it's a mercy killing because they kill you in one blow, so you are not suffering through it.
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, compare that with Parvati, who is also the goddess of mercy.
Oh, actually, no, that reminds me. I think it's really I think it's really hilarious. That's like Lakshmi. It's supposed to be like the goddess of fertility or like woman in general. But then like you look at the deck of Lakshmi and it's full of muscular guys who are doing wrestling.
Exactly.
It's like, Bandai, what the hell are you thinking?
Exactly. It's like, yeah, I guess like Parvati is still kind of like fits the bill. Kind of like Saraswati still do, and then like WBS.
Yeah.
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 Like the only one that is kind of like off color and kind of like off color like team voice and Parvati is only like Kali. But like other than that, yeah, they're like really pretty. Like there's a color of affection and love. Lots of pink. Lots of flowers. And then there's Kali.
There's actually another interesting thing that I can think about. So we know that Amitabha Tathagata statue exists in the world of battle spirits. So does that mean they have Buddhism in battle spirits? As in like in the law of battle spirits. Let that sink in. Does this mean this is their main religion?
Let that sink in as you take on Senju's 5 symbol attack.
I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be surprising since like in what's the family called in Battle Spirits? Hindudi? No, Hindudi.
Which one?
Hindida.
Hindida.
There you go. Yeah. Indira, yeah. Indira does exist. So I suppose like arguably maybe like this they spread on the idea of Hinduism or like Buddhism. To like the spirits and everything like that. So maybe Buddhism does exist in the law about the spirits.
Yeah. I mean like I guess then technically we have like the God Seekers, so I guess they kind of like quote unquote like worship the Grand Walkers.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose so, yeah. That'll be an interesting idea, yeah.
Which tells a lot about Hades because nobody's looking for him.
Lol.
Like
yeah. Oh yeah. Would you call Greek mythology a religion? I suppose like by modern terms it would be a religion, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I never really understand the difference between mythology and religion. Okay, yeah. So Wikipedia calls it the ancient Greek religion. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I suppose technically we do have at least 4 religions in Battle Spirits. So we got in Hinduism slash Buddhism. Honestly, I do not quite like, because like they also like mix up quite a lot of things. Like Saraswati is actually like kind of equal to, but then it's also another deity in Buddhism. So it's like, what the hell is going on, that kind of thing. But like yeah, so again, sorry if I mess things up, but like yeah, so we got Hinduism slash Buddhism, and then we got Asian Greek religion. We got Asian Egyptian religion. And then what was the last one? Shintoism. There we go. Yeah. But like, do we want to call Shintoism a religion? You know what? Let's not dive too deep into that. That's like a whole ass another topic.
Exactly.
Literally, like people are literally still studying that. Like, is Shintoism a religion or like a philosophical concept? Like, this is a legit argument nowadays.
Yeah, because like the concept of kami doesn't really translate into what the Western world perceive as God, right? As well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also another thing is like, like the Japanese, like, I mean, as far as I know anyway, but like the Japanese like kind of like interpret Shintoism as just like an everyday practice instead of being like a religious thing.
Yeah.
So technically to them, it's not religion. It's just like kind of like more like a cultural thing. Just like
yeah. Your father does it, your mother does it, your grandfather does it, so you do it too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that kind of thing. It's not like exactly, oh yes, we have a higher being that like we need to obey kind of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Exactly. So to check out, I think like only in Japan has kind of like an interesting video on it, so maybe you can check that out later. Wait, not only in Japan. Life Where I'm From. That's the channel name, yeah.
Life Where I'm From. Yeah. Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's about a Canadian guy who married a Japanese and then like now lives in Japan. So kind of like does contents on like kind of like the traditional thing from his region basically.
Oh, interesting. Never heard of them.
Yeah. It's also very chill though. So if you like something with more action, his videos are pretty much slow burner. If you probably enjoyable with a meal, but like if you sat down on a small screen, it is not as stimulating.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'm looking at the thumbnails. They look so good.
I know, right?
Time to subscribe.
Yay. But do you know what is stimulating?
What?
Mushrooms!
Mushroom!
What a fucking coincidence. And also, now that we have more spirits refilled for this new family, pretty much, they're basically like parasitic mushrooms. Like, inhabiting like normal forest animals and making them do crazy stuff by eating more mushrooms.
I mean, mushrooms for your health.
Yeah.
I still remember that one Pokemon called Parasect.
Oh yeah. That's fucking fuck up, man.
Yeah. That's a really fuck up entry. Yeah. So what I don't understand. So basically, there was like a Pokemon from Generation 1 where it starts off with called Paras, which is like basically a small bug with like a mushroom growing on its back. And then when it evolved, it becomes Parasect. And the Pokedex entry tells you that Parasect isn't itself anymore. It's actually being controlled by the mushroom on its back. It's like, I just feel bad for this Pokemon in general because it's like, so to them, growing up means being controlled by parasite.
I know, right? Also, if you remember why Slowbro is quote unquote much smarter than Slowpoke. It is so Slowbro actually can think because it is being consumed by like slowpoke like gets marginally like exponentially stronger, like evolving into slow bro and then eventually into slow king by being like eventually consumed further and further by cloister, right?
I think so. No, but like no, cause that slow poke is already pretty dumb.
Yeah.
No, it's just like slow bro is like just having like a shelter, not cloister, a shelter,
yeah,
on the tail, but like that's kind of it really. I think for slow bro is more like a symbiotic relationship, than being like a parasitic one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Slowking basically it took over its brain, no? I don't know though.
Yeah. Slow king is literally just like
The shell.
What?
Isn't it a shelter like eating the brain of the slow bro and making it over?
It bits on the brain, but then like it's not like controlling him or anything like that. It's literally just bits on his brain and then bites on his head, and it's like kind of stimulates some kind of chemicals, whatever his Pokemon. And a Miltank is faster than Rayquaza. It's let that sink in. But yeah, so like basically the lore is something like they bite on the head and like it triggers some chemical that makes Slowking become like extremely intelligent and like and like that's it. Like literally in the anime there's a talking Slowking. Because like it's intelligent enough to learn human language.
Yeah, that is why it's exponential, isn't it? Like compared to slowpoke, that is like, yep, if you stab it, it's going to feel the pain in like 3 to 5 business days. But yeah, back onto the mushroom token. Basically, also it has an effect to kind of prevent its level cost from being changed, I suppose.
Yeah, or else it's gonna get wiped by next year.
Yeah. But I guess like with the sick worm, with the sick breed, it's still going to be gone, right?
It depends if they want to make this a ruling tax or what. No. Yeah. Like we don't know yet. Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be part of the ruling since they're like
it's just
to make the deck more consistent than being countered by an old deck. Yeah.
True. Okay, and then basically each of these nexuses, when your what's the Kiju again?
Kiju.
Yeah, it's a parasitic thing. The family.
Actually, how do we translate it? I actually don't know. As I said, I don't really care about the recent cards anymore. We call it the fungal tree.
Oh yeah, fungal tree.
Yeah, fungal tree. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically when your mushroom infected creatures died, when they are depleted or destroyed, you can destroy by destroying this nexus. You can return one of your core that is not a soul core from your trash to that target, and then they can stay on the field in exhausted position. So they are still high from like consuming the mushroom, but they can stay alive by consuming the mushroom. Oh Jesus Christ! This is going to be
which is basically just a mushroom. What's the word? Repairing itself. Just like.
Yeah, man. Like the more you learn about biology, like one of the scariest things is just mushroom. It's like,
oh my god. Do you know recently in Twitter there's like a trend of like sharing like a Tumblr post that like kind of change your worldview or something like that. And then like there was this one which I saw today. Said something like this. I mean, you can share it on screen if you want. Let me send it to you. So it says like, I'm studying biotech, and every time someone brings up mushrooms, our current professor will look either extremely excited or pained and go, listen, mushrooms are neither plants nor animals nor something in between. They elude all attempts to categorize them. We do not know what they are. Some are immortal. Some produce life-saving substances. Some are so closely related to humans that eating them may cause an allergic reaction against your own body. I cannot teach you about the mushrooms. Oh my god. And to be fair, I'm not sure, but there's like some other references behind this, but I'll send you a second image. But this is like another Tumblr post. It's like me holding a gun to a mushroom. Tell me the name of God, you fungal piece of shit. The mushroom says, can you feel your heart burning? Can you feel the struggle within? The fear within me is beyond anything your soul can make. You cannot kill me in a way that matters. And then me cocking the gun, tears streaming down my face. I'm not fucking scared of you. And actually, I don't know what the replies mean. Decay exists extends form of life. What?
What is extent? Extent is still in existence, surviving. Like, I mean, like, I guess that it can look like it is decaying, but it's actually still persisting. Then if the situation becomes like ideal again for the mushroom, then that will quote unquote revive, because it never died in the first place. It's just kind of like dormant because the condition was not ideal for it.
Yeah, I don't understand, but it's just like me looking at these posts. It feels like basically the message is that mushrooms are weird.
Yes, and it gives you an existential crisis, because why not?
Basically, yeah.
And of course, we have the one that started it all, Yumkashu. How do you read his name again?
Yeah, Yumukashu.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what's the proper pronunciation is. Okay, can I read it? Jumkas.
Jumkash.
I think. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about. I'm still very amateur in terms of like the what do you call it, the pronunciation symbols, kind of thing. But I think it's something like Jumkash. Yeah. Yeah.
I see. Literally a Lord of the Force, also known as Yumka. Yumka is way easier. Yumka is way easier. Let's just call him Yumka. It's still.
Well, Jumka is supposed to be a J sound, apparently. I don't know.
Jumka. It's a Yucatec Maya name for god of the wild vegetation and guardian of its animals. That is a strong word to say about a god that is like, what is it? Has reign over like parasitic mushrooms that took over the animal kingdom. Of course, it has the usual core charge requirement, also a rebirth nexus requirement, because we are bringing back rebirth for real. It has a contract, contract skill 2 once per turn, send to create the token that we just know before. Also, this mushroom has a pair of eyes that is, now that I realize that it's becoming even more frightening than it already is. Like this whole, like, we have purple that is supposed to have like demons and all like the cosmic horrors. Also in blue we have like the fusion beast, which also has like the cosmic, like the Cthulhu kind of like cosmic horror. But this like family is actually the one that frightens me the most in Battle Spirits. Like, because I know biology and like, fuck man, like when does it stop growing? Like, like when you find a mushroom in the wild, like what you can see outside of the ground is probably only a part of it that is used for reproduction. So like whatever its main body is, it's kind of like below the ground. So like, How do you kill this?
Yeah, apparently one of the facts is that like the largest single organism in the world is like a fungus body. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Which is why. And then
it's like, and actually like topical Jungkook's. I do find it interesting how it's like what do you call it? It's I cannot think right now. It's a green control deck. Because like if you think about it, it's like it's pretty hard to control the green, right? Because like a lot of times they just like exhaust. I mean, granted, right now you already got some removals, but just like in comparison, still not a lot. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how the deck will plays out. Yeah, it's like a green control deck. For once, I'm interested in green. I think I'm just interested in control decks in general. like whatever green decks was released before, I am not interested in them. Yeah, but a green control. Yeah.
Pretty much, yes. Also, because that's going to be interesting as well. Because unlike Huracan, which basically like changes the ruling, like this, like Yumka still kind of like affects the spirit that is being summoned, or like the spirit or Grand Volcan Nexus that is being summoned, advanced or deployed, and then they are kind of like quote unquote limited to the ones that that cost lower than your current counter. So I guess then at your first turn, if you go first, then the target will most likely be the opposing Grand Walker Nexus, or starting from the next turn, it's going to be spirits that are cost 4 or lower, basically.
Oh yeah. I feel like probably like if you go first. Yeah, so I feel like actually I don't know if they reveal a card like that yet, but like, did we get like a cost free? Well, mushroom card.
I think so. We will see them later.
I think there might be one, but like if if they do something like a cost free card that says like you get one counter and then ramp one call.
Oh yeah, then you can
that's perfect because you go first, you play the spirit first. You ramp a card, get a counter, deploy Jungkook's, and then get 2 counters, and now you have 3 counters, right? So that whatever your opponent summons next turn, you probably can exhaust it. So it's gonna be like cost 3 or less.
Yeah.
Unless they break really hard and summon like a cost 4 outs, then that's on them. But
yeah. Also, I think like this is there from like your first turn, but I guess like it will be more effective on your like after you use your counter reach like 5 or 6. Because that's where like the game changers are like these days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like it's if you also that because you have to destroy your mushroom token. Yeah, I think like you kind of have to wait until like where it actually matters, right? Like you don't want to deplete yourself of mushrooms way too early. It's like the more I try to talk about this, like I can't really talk about it with straight face because I have to talk about mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
But yeah. Since we are talking about Galaxian, of course, we are going to have VLJ as well. Pretty. Yeah, I think
VL here, yeah.
Yeah, VL here. I think I remember like the artist like specifically say that they like found like a new technique, and this is like basically one of their first piece that they tried the techniques on. It looks clean though.
The what?
Like a certain drawing techniques.
Okay.
Forgot which one. But yeah. Let's see if I can find it later. So yeah, anyway, VLJ very pretty. She's going to be a Divine Spirits most likely. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And of course we have Scorpion XV, which is basically one of the first galaxy that got refilled, I think, right? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Like by order of appearance in anime, he is the first. It's like, ooh, this guy can let you destroy anything that is cost something or below.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh yeah. Now you mention, yeah.
And like the subsequent ones is kind of interesting though. Like the revival one, like allows your Imagine Braves to attack, which I kind of like. And then like the one that I kind of made a deck out of is like when for the Hephaestus, because we have the Brave for a Score Spear, and then basically the Brave like kind of like boosts all your Saga Braves that is in spirit form. So I kind of made the deck kind of just like as a fun deck, kind of like, ooh, I have unlimited blade works. All of my blades are attacking, and they are dangerous.
I am the bone of my sword. Do you know that Face recently has like a collaboration with Honkai? I think it's Honkai Star Rail.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and then they literally put the whole chanting into the game.
No.
So like when you play the skill of Archer, like he will actually say the whole thing.
Oh my god, that's actually a nice touch.
Fortunately, you can skip it, but yeah.
Unlike Fate, unlike MGO, you can actually skip it.
Oh no, in FGO they shorten it.
Yeah.
So I think in FGO it's let me try to remember because I do use him. I am the bone of my sword. So it's only 3 sentences in FGOs that I am the bone of my sword. So as I pray, unlimited blade works. And it's just like swords over the anime dead, you know. The best part was that like so in my account I don't focus on racing Archer. And then like when my friends try to help me out with like passing stages, like they were like, wait, so let me see what serpents you have. And I was like, okay, yeah, I do have an Archer. It's like, oh, Archer's good. Let me see the stats. And then they look at it and it's like, that is probably the weakest Archer I've ever seen. Well, I'm sorry that I don't like my Archer. I'm just racing my sweet Astolfo right here. I fucking knew it. Astolfo, yeah.
I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it is going to be your favorite.
Yeah, but I'm saving actually no, he's not my favorite. Like my current account, the strongest one. So my most favorite and also the strongest one is someone called Sitanai. Which is like I haven't got to the story yet. I just have the servant because you know it was like a free servant to get, you know. But like it's like actually what is Sitanai? It's like, so I'm pretty sure with every servant in the game, you know, they have like a story related. Appearing the Scandinavian Lost Spell, yeah. So I haven't gone to that part yet. Yeah, I haven't gone to the Lost Spell. I literally just finished the first story like 2 days ago. It was fucking amazing. Like, but yeah, so like my main servant is Sitanai, and then like I'm not sure if Sitanai is supposed to be like an actual person or something like that. But like and then like my second it is an actual person. Oh, it's the little girl here was Sitanai of Ainu mythology. Okay, I see. Known for legend of slaying a giant snake of Akaiwa Mountain. And for those people who don't know, Ainu is basically a tribe of people from northern Japan, basically the Hokkaido area, kind of, and also some more island of north, which like some of them are for some reason claimed by Russia. So I think most of the Ainu people are still in Japan, but some of them are like in like the very East Russia area kind of thing. But yeah, but like Sitana is like my main servant, and then my second servant is actually swimsuit John the Ark
Base.
Alter.
Base.
Yeah, and again, it wasn't even because I still like John the Ark, like especially Alter. Like she has a very interesting personality. I love her, but like I only got the swimsuit version because again it's free, and then my friends told me it's like, oh yeah, you should get her. She's like a really good berserker. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get her. It's like, oh goddamn, she is good. It's like, yeah, so like so I finished. I'm racing Sitana right now. Try to race her to like max level, and I'm probably gonna race John the Ark. And then like I'm basically like right now saving resources for like eventually Yamato Takeru coming to the game. So he's not he, they. Well, I have to be specific because apparently the gender is unknown in FGO. So let's not talk about that. But yes,
yeah.
So Takeru is already in the Japanese game, but is not in the English server yet. I'm playing on the English server because I want to read the stories. So I'm waiting for it. I'm just like saving my resources for them. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Fate is so good. Like I think me and then also probably a lot of people, especially those who don't go into Fate, kind of misunderstood the game. Like, granted, it is a gacha game, but like the gacha is not the focus. Like literally, because like especially for me, I'm literally doing free to play right now. Like I spent no money on FGO, and I still managed to pass like the main storyline. And then so like, and then like I finally understood why like people still like FGO, even though like the rate on gacha is like so shit. It's literally because like the story is just like so goddamn good. Yeah, like I told myself, yeah, I'm just gonna spend like half an hour every day, to just to play, just to read the story, and then like before I knew it, I was awake at 6 a.m. trying to finish the story.
I know, right? That's my relationship with Azure Lane.
Lamau. Does Azure Lane... Is the story decent? I tried playing Azure Lane before, but like
Okay, so here's the problem with Azure Lane. So the story that is available as a main story in Azure Lane is basically one of the what they call a reenactment. So basically, the main story of Azure Lane is that humanity has lost to this group of monsters called sirens. So now that the sirens have won, so like what do we do now? So now the sirens don't know, like they already won. So they kind of like do this simulations in which they kind of like give like humanity like tools to fight back like at some point, which is the ship girls. And then basically we are on a timeline. The character that we play is a commander that plays in a timeline where you exist, and then you exist as a person that has like a high compatibility with the wisdom cube that is the core of all the ship girls, which is why they all listen to you. And then you can unite
male fantasy.
That's why you can unite like the whole army of like the whole world to fight the sirens together, and you finally have like some sort of fighting chance. But the the thing that they presented as the main story is actually just like a total reenactment of our World War II, basically.
Bruh.
So like, do they have a good story? Well, arguably, there's nothing better than a story written from history, I guess. But then, if you wanted to kind of like get like the actual main story of Azure Lane, in which the timeline actually moves forward with us like trying to defeat the sirens, then they're kind of like locked up behind the events, and you kind of have to wait until the events kind of like got so old that they are added to like the archives, and then you can kind of like read the archives like one by one.
That shit kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah,
well.
It's basically kind of like a lost belt, but with a time gated lost belt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't gone to Lost Belt yet. Like
Mm.
I'm going. So like I got part 2 unlocked, but I'm not sure part 2 is lost. I don't think part 2 is Lost Belt. And then but like I'm still trying to finish like the stories in between. So basically, you can imagine it's like the OVA between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like also the a bit Azuren, yeah, just like as you said, they have like lots of intermission. So sometimes it's kind of like just a small, kind of like a reenactment of like a really small mission in which, okay, so you are given like this 3 ships. These 3 German ships. They are trying to invade, kind of like spy on like the allies, and then they got caught and then they got destroyed. But you still follow their journey anyway. And then you can have the extra stories in which you play like kind of like just just kind of like a fun story, kind of like the comfy ones, where one of the events that I actually kind of like is where Queen Elizabeth, so the flagship of the of the Royal Navy, and Bismarck, well, I don't think it's Bismarck herself, but like kind of like one of like the Iron Blood girls kind of like fought against them, and then they decided to resolve everything by basically like building their own cafes, and then basically like see which one is more popular. But like in the end, like they kind of like enjoyed like the process of like creating the cafe and serving the customers and blah blah. So they ended up just forgetting about the whole competition, and then they just continued the cafe for several more days.
Oh, very wholesome.
I know, right? After you forget that they used to kind of like point their guns at each other, and then like some of the some of the girls are actually like permanently disabled. So, like,
what?
Yeah, so basically they don't die per se, but like girls that are like ships that are destroyed in the real world, like basically in the Azure Lane timeline, because they are supposed to die in real world. In your timeline, they are like permanently disabled, so that's why they are not involved in the story basically. And then like one of them is some of like the story points is actually like kind of upgrading them with like new technology, right? Like Bismarck famously got deployed and then she got destroyed by the army because she got Bismarck is actually really big, but the spec is a little bit old. So when the British was angry because their pride and joy, the hood was sunk. They sent basically like 4 of like their newest ship to pursue the Bismarck and like shot it down.
Damn.
Yeah. And then
Brits.
Exactly.
So, they said, can you please pass me the salt and took it literally?
Exactly. And then basically they in Azure Lane, basically Bismarck, because like basically what separates like the Axis and the Allies and so basically the Azure Lane and the Crimson Axis in Azure Lane is basically Azure Lane wants to help humanity with what humanity has. Basically, they kind of wanted to fight only with the technology that they developed themselves. But the Crimson Axis was like, fuck that. Even if we have to like reverse engineer like the Siren technology, we will do it. So like that's why the Iron Blood ships has like all these edgy dragons, because they are basically kind of like an AI weapons that are like that the Iron Blood kind of like reverse engineered from like the Sirens. So yep. Yeah, so basically also Bismarck and Akagi, which is the kind of like the quote unquote like the leader of like the Sakura Empire, which as its name implies, you know which faction it belongs to. So basically they made a deal with the Sirens, and then they have like this extra power. Bismarck, of course, actually like holds like this black cube, but like she doesn't want to use it. But like when she was about to be shot down, like the black cube went berserk basically. And then like basically in the in the original timeline, like Bismarck actually got sunk still. But like in our timeline, one of like the other variable is that we were able to develop these ships that are called the priority ships, which is also a collab, the only collab that is canon to the world of Azure Lane, because these priority ships come from their collab with World of Warships.
Oh wow!
And they contain ships that doesn't exist in the real world, so they only exist either conceptually or they are like not completed.
Right.
That is why like, so basically what the personality of the girls were shaped of in Azure Lane is basically kind of like their records, kind of like what expectation people has for those ships at that time, and basically kind of like how the crews and everything. Like there are lots of factors that goes into deciding how the girls will, their personality will look like, right? But these priority ships, they are based on either imaginary, like concepts that are theoretical, or they are not completed. So so what happens then? Because like they don't have like complete picture of like how their personality should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course they're all somewhat mentally unstable.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, because their mental is like literally incomplete. So yeah, but somehow, like the German ship Friedrich the Great is really competent and fairly stable. She only has like kind of like a, what is the basically the reverse of Oedipus complex. Basically, he sees us as her child, but not in a child way. Yeah, so that's basically her only flaw, I guess. But other than that, she's really competent, and she's basically the one who come up with the plan of like basically uses their saves Bismarck. So like Bismarck then went into hiding, and then Iron Blood basically at some point joined the Azure Lane kind of, and then I guess I didn't really follow actually, but I kind of like follow like here and there. But then in the end, like Bismarck, with the help of like other Iron Blood ships, like she basically upgraded herself, and then she can finally go back to the battle as Bismarck Zwei, which is Zwei is two in German.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it is also interesting on saying like how different factions like has their own concept of like upgrading the ships to the next level, basically. Because then the US ships, which is the Eagle Union, basically they are upgraded with the concepts of the ships, because like some ships, they are like basically after they are decommissioned, then they can commission a new ship with the same name, right? So basically the concept of like the new two ships in the Eagle Union is they combine the idea of like the newer ships with the old ship. Because like one of the central characters in Azure Lane story is basically this ship called USS Yorktown. Because she is the one, because she is the sister she is the one that got disabled basically in the start of the story. Also, like the cover girl of Azure Lane is Enterprise, right? The USS Enterprise.
Yeah.
So Yorktown is like the head ship of the Enterprise class, and then she and her little sister, the USS Hornet, basically got sunk. So basically they got permanently injured. So they cannot join the battle. So kind of like also the thing about like Enterprise being really edgy and like, yeah, I am now alone, so I have to fight so that nobody else got hurt. Yeah, and then basically then the concept is like they combine the Yorktown class Yorktown with the far newer Essex class Yorktown, and then they become Yorktown 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that way they basically fix her wisdom cube, so now that she can fight to her fullest. Yeah. And then of course, you know what? Before I end this tangent, before we got all these laser technologies in the Eagle Union side and all this dragon technology in the Iron Blood side, you know what's the funny thing is? At that point of time, the Dragon Emperor, which, you know, the same represents the army of like the a little bit northern neighbor of Japan, country that we know so well. They have like 4 destroyers.
Okay.
So how in this arms race of a Chinese game, making the Chinese destroyers actually viable? Without any explanation, they gave them missile launchers. Because why not?
Yeah, missile launchers.
Yeah, missiles. and that basically brings like the ships, like the girls, like the first like 4 destroyers from like non-numbered tiers to kind of like tier 2 or even 1.5 or something, some crazy shit like that. Like it only got lowered because like some of the ships basically like benefits from like having you having like more ships from that faction. And then Dragon Emperor is one of like the ships with one of the factions with like the lowest number of ships. And they kind of like these sisters kind of like buffs each other, so you cannot really bring other units with them. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that, and then that's why they are not as prominent. But yeah, that's basically the whole summarize my whole experience playing as Yurlin, kind of.
Yeah.
And also like, yeah, the ship looks cool. I wonder if I can still visit it in a museum somewhere, like, and everything is got sung, or like, especially like the US ships, everything got, after the war, they kind of got scrapped for metal, which is understandable. Like battleships, like, it's just like a floating hunk of metal. So like, I guess after the war is ended, like you kind of need it somewhere else. I guess you need to build the factories.
It's literally what the new Uma Musume fans are experiencing right now.
Yeah.
I really like this horse. I wonder how they're doing right now. It's fucking dead 20 years ago. It's like...
I know, right? Like, because like people are like sending HIRAHIRA like haste, right? And then like I saw like this earlier, and then like someone was like, I really like Rush Hour. I wonder if we can send her like haste, like the real horse, like haste, like the way people send it to HIRAHIRA. And then like, yep, the one who shared this kind of like just cut it that tweet and not the reply. So I was like, oh, my sweet summer child. Rush Hour has the part of the...
Yeah, I was very devastated as well when I realized I think I mentioned this before, yeah, but like the main protagonist special week, like the actual horse actually passed away while the anime was still airing. It's like man, feels bad moments, bro.
I know, right?
But like, you know, it kind of makes sense because what was it? The anime is like set in like the 70s or 80s. You know, so like, you know, so at this point, you know, you would expect most horses would have passed away already. You know, because like they're like grandmas at this point.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Even Colchip is happily retired. He's living the life now. God damn it, he's 15 years old. What are we doing with our lives? He's enjoying life being paid to... He's enjoying life now, being a breeding horse. Why can't we be breeding horses, Ayumu?
you can now buy ryegrass for Halu Ulala.
I guess that's the meaning of life now. Because like as a breeding horse I cannot buy grass for Harurara. I'll work harder so I can buy grass for Harurara.
Yes, this is my life purpose now. Feed Ulala.
Yeah.
So for those who don't understand, basically Halu Ulala is a Japanese horse who actually never won a race until he retired and then won like a retiree race. And that was literally his first win, like in his like entire career. But like even then, like people still really loves him, like even just like as a horse, because like he kind of like symbolizes never give up and stuff like that.
Never give
so
up.
Like so he was like well loved in like kind of the horse racing community. And now that Uma Musume is a thing, and then they kind of like put like the story of like Ulala in like a better light, and not to mention in like a very cheery girl as well. So like people's like I love Ulala right now, I need to support Ulala. And then now like people are like literally buying kilograms of ryegrass, basically a very high quality grass kind of thing, for like the actual horse to eat. And then like now at this point, the last time I read the news, like Ulala now has like at least 2,000 kilograms of grass waiting for him to finish. So like yes, if you wanna support Ulala, you can buy grass for him. And then like and then like the trainers also like the caretakers also like guarantee that like the extra grass don't go to waste, because it's not like when you donate the money they have to immediately buy the grass. It's more like how much funding they have now for the grass. And like even if like it exceeds the amounts that like Ulala can have, they would just share it to like the other horses in the same stable. So yes, nothing goes to waste. So donate all you want. And I just love the fan arts of like Ulala just being extremely confused. Like, why am I so well fed right now?
I know, right?
Oh, bless them.
And speaking of gacha, you can also do a digital physical gacha now for Battle Spirits. I guess.
They're doing like a keychain right now.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I was being a bit skeptical. To be fair, because like it wasn't the official sharing at first. I think it was like the gacha company sharing the information first. So I thought it's just like a fan made thing. It's like I don't doubt. I believe it was real, but I was thinking, is it like a fan? Is it like a fan product? Then no, it's an official product. It's like, what the fuck?
No, right? It feels like what the fuck at first, but I kind of want it. The more I look at it, is it bad? Is it bad? I kind of want it right now. That's the Supernova Dragon Sickworm Nova, everybody's favorite Battle Spirit Saga mascot. And also the 12 extras, and the Brave Killer, and the Braves, and the Nexus, and the something Dragon Vino Lucifer. Can we do this? Do we want to do this?
No, we can't.
No. And then we have the Moonlight Pond. So basically, when your machine beast that is cost 5 or lower leaves the field because of the opponent, you open the top one card of your deck. If that is a concluser and machine piece, you can add it to the hand. If it is a machine piece that is cost 5 or lower, you can pay 1 cost to summon it. The rest goes to the top or bottom of your deck. And then at level 2, during your attack step, cost 5 or lower, White Spirit. All cost 5 or lower White Spirit you control cannot be blocked. What is the cost?
What is this dumb card though? Like, oh my god. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I can't remember. Does Artemis recycle? I think it's like. Is it like conclusive and machine beats only, or it's like no, it includes devotee as well. Jesus Christ. So basically, if it's your attack step, what you can literally do is that if you swing with something and they remove it, then you can activate this Nessus first, summon another spirit, and then also bounce to remove one to your hand.
Because why not?
Because why not? I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's actually gonna play this because it's like. Actually, no. It's Artemis. 6 minus 5 is actually nothing. Because the Artemis is going to give you all the reductions in the main step anyway. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What the hell is this?
You know, I have an idea that I know you wouldn't like, but...
What?
Cost 5 or lower white spirit Ayumu.
Oh, is it any?
Any white spirit.
No, it's machine beast.
No, the level 2 effect.
Two?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you thinking?
Yeah, we have another deck that mostly attacks with cost 5 or lower white spirit Ayumu.
Lomao.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but like,
it's more.
Like they have like Ice Princess Demon God already.
Yeah, and
so
I think like
you don't really need this. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like most of the people who don't want to wait for like the Ice Princess Demon God, they resorted to use Silver Will instead.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, they do that now.
Yeah.
Oh, I might need to get like 3 copies of that when I go back as well. Yeah.
Kind of want a Bridget deck. Just for the Silver Will, but also for Bridget.
Yeah, like I thought about that before, but like I feel like Bridget's like a bit. I don't know.
I want it for collection though. I want it for collection, so I will probably not play it. I will receive it and then like I will put the Bridget in an altar and then like Bridget is so pretty. Anyway, speaking of pretty, we have the yes, that something bitch demon princess. So what's for the same name? At the end of your attack step, if you have a Gunjo zone, including in soul state, can be used without paying the cost. So Flash, destroy the opposing spirit or ultimate with the lowest cost. After that, during this turn, if the opponent activates and the attack step effects, you draw 3 and then discard 1.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting card. And like I don't know. It's like it feels very. Actually, no, I mean, how can that card? It feels very awkward to use.
Yes.
Because we already established that Senju 10 is like a one-shot deck, an OTK deck.
Yes.
So like logically, even if they have like cannot end attack step, well, so the other way around. Even if they have like an end attack step effect, like supposedly it's not even going to be useful against this deck. So it's like I don't know. I suppose like for if you decide to go for like a tempo option, I don't know. But like, I think it's more like just for the memes, because obviously, as you mentioned, in the anime, Soun lost because Nobunaga cut off her attack step. Yeah, like in terms of practicality, I don't really think how useful this card is going to be. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I read this effect before and I already know that it doesn't work that way. But when I reread the card, I kind of like remembered Dryan the first star. No, it's not the first star. Dryan the shooting star.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like expecting, oh, maybe it will negate. No, it didn't.
It's just a common magic card. It's not going to do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, because like also you got to remember, like, I mean, especially since there's like a surprise, effect. You know, the last time we had that was Drying the Shooting Star, but also before that is Enno from Tsukuyomi, which is also kind of flies out at the end of the battle. So now you cannot force that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a bit disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. I guess at this point it will be a little bit slightly more useful if they introduce something to destroy like the blockers. Probably.
Yeah.
But like we already have that.
Maybe,
so,
maybe. But also like that's gonna be like kind of more like a yellow thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. In the end, when in doubt, just cast Invisible Cloak on your Senju and everything is done.
True.
Yeah.
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah. You are playing blue anyway. You'll ramp. You'll draw. Like that is like your only win condition. Attack with Senju, 6 symbols, Invisible Cloak, done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is we are finally here, Ayumu. This is my nightmare view. Like the moment I laid my eyes on this spirit, I was like visually, why do they need to make this? This is literally Parasect but with a corgi.
Yeah, they need to give you the nightmare.
I know, right? This is the one that actually like scares me the most. Like out of all the Metal Spirits cards that is already out. Like I think like at that point, because like you see like the fusion beast and then like I already expected that it will be somewhat of an aberration. But like here's like it's a happily playing corgi and then like its body and its very soul is being taken over by mushrooms. What the fuck?
No, not the corgi.
I know, right?
Sad corgi.
That's corgi indeed.
No, he looks very happy here.
What if it's
all an illusion? The mushrooms are tricking you.
Yeah, it's actually like when the mushroom took over, like his tongue is already out, so like now it literally just hangs there. Like it looks like it literally looks like it's smiling and laughing just because like the mushroom took over like when it is opening its mouth. Or maybe it like how do I put this? It kind of like chokes the corgi, so like it tries to open its mouth to like let air in, but like of course like the mushroom already took over, so that doesn't matter.
Oh god, it's getting worse. Stop.
I know, right?
But in terms of the card though, it's kind of like it's not what I wanted, but like it kind of works. You know, it's a manifest with almost no condition. Yeah, you just need a Doom cast on the field, which basically means no condition because you need a Groundwalker for manifest anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, I mean, you know, as like an early game card, it's actually pretty decent. Like the best part about this card is that like you can also use it during mid game because obviously the level 2 effect allows you to like to slow down your life reduction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this card actually fucks Senju.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's a flash timing manifest as well. Yeah. Yeah, so unless they have something to destroy it during flash timing, which to be fair, they probably actually no. I think Soul already does that. Yeah. Over the Soul and Groundwalkers. Yeah. So they're not too worried about that, but like at the very least, they need something. You're forcing them to do something, right? Because like, it's a flash affair. You're asking them to also prepare for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not bad as a concept. Yeah. I like this card. Poor Corgi though.
Yeah, I am my mood, like whenever I see this card art, like my mood is swinging between sad and like scared. So like, yeah, let's move on. Now the swords are finally complete. We have the fire, we have the darkness, we have the ice, we have the earth plate Otenta, we have the thunder plate Mikazuki, we have the Juzumaru, the water plate, and then now we have the wind plate Dojikiri, which is actually kind of nice.
Yeah. I quite like this card. Yeah. Especially since like the burst effect like changed to heavy exhaust right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ground walkers as well, so like you can also stop ground forces. Yeah.
Nothing can escape.
Yeah, but I think definitely the best part, well, at least the most unique part, like how useful or not depends, but like at least like the most unique part is that you can switch braves while it's being brave, unlimited as well.
Yeah.
So basically, it kind of means like all your spirits are like permanently double symbols, at least, kind of thing. So which makes it like pretty damn nice. Yeah, I like the card. Yeah, but like for those who are wondering, because you're not summoning, you're only switching braids. You cannot move course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that at first, but the more I read it, nope. It is not summoning.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty solid card. Like the art is like also really clean. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Like all the swords looks pretty nice in general. Yeah. Me likey.
Me likey. Except for the blue one. Why does it also have grapes? I have gripes with the blue one because it has grapes.
What?
Not with this one though. So basically,
yeah. When is being released? I think
it's next month.
End of August is after I came back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my mom to buy it for me.
No. Yeah, I'll probably buy them off Amazon. Like the only good thing.
I'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, the only good thing that I found about this Illustrator books is that the promo card is a Diamond Wall RV, so you don't need to buy 3 of this. I was like sweating, like what if they release a new Sophia and it's actually good, and then like, so the book will come with the Diamond Wall RV with the new art. Okay, I don't need 3 copies.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks really nice though. We'll be looking forward to our good friends Shosuke's series of the book. I said that he's a good friend, but yeah, we know each other.
we know each other's existence. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, this is really nice. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And we have Sengoku Condor. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah. Like honestly, I don't see too much use of it.
True. And then we have some horror from the past. Because I remember like one of my first Pale Spirit games against the distributor for Singapore and Indonesia and Malaysia. He took out this deck and then I did not understand anything and he just discarded my whole hand. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So basically now he got upgraded into True Catalyst as well. So forcing your Soul Burst to activate if it has a Soul Core on it. After
so,
that...
Yeah, so like you don't even need to spend the Soul Core.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you want to activate the extra effect. In which, when your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, by discarding everything, they draw 2. So of course there's a caveat now that we have like lots of cards that protects itself in your hand, kind of like Burst Wall, Revival, and its cronies. So with this set effects, if you need to discard your whole hand, you can show one of these cards that is not affected, and then because they cannot do the whole effect, the effect will be cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is why cards like Charybdis and Grid Thunder kind of like falls out of fashion because now we have like lots of cards that are like that. But we do have some stuff in blue that is basically discarding everything. Then if you do discard everything, then your opponent draws an additional card. With this kind of effects, then you have to show every single card that has protection, and then discard the rest. And then because you don't discard everything, you don't draw any additional cards.
Yeah.
Very fun.
God. Crazy that. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think like people might probably just gonna play this for like true catalyst, true catalyzer that. Yeah. And then like the rest are just like additional. I mean, like the trash lock is definitely good. Like especially if you're against like I think like especially since Nyx is still running around, like you probably do need like trash lock somewhere.
Yeah.
To prevent that Siegfried and also Mudfoot from coming out from the grave. Yeah.
Yes. Mudfoot casually like breaking other people's place, just by appearing.
Just casually stepping on you.
Yeah. I still remember vividly that Extreme Game episode where the guy kind of like uses the Demon Gods effect equipped to Siegfried to summon Mudfoot, and then all while knowing that the burst is probably, most likely, Juggler.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Why?
I know, right? Like pretty much everything after that is kind of like a one-sided massacre, and they kind of did it to themselves. So like, why? Good times. That's why Veilspirit is fun.
Yeah.
You have consequences
Yeah.
for not playing like, for not paying attention to what your opponent is doing.
Yes, unlike Wise Swords where you can just luck out.
Yep.
I'm always like that. So I'm just gonna push up this character and attack, and then next turn I just like get the exact thing I need. So never punished.
Exactly. And then next up we have the Ichigo Hitofuri LT. So this card in your hand or trash. When your opponent starts their extra turn.
No, it's when they activate the extra turn effect. So basically, for example, when Judgment Dragon is attacks and they activate the extra turn effect, this is when you throw this out.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're basically preventing them from activating the extra turn.
Lemao. Which is kind of nice because like the sword is like modeled after like clocks.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Severed clocks. Severed clocks. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's based on anything.
Ichigo Hitofuri. I think like this like actually like a sword that is named that way.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just don't know what it is famous for. But I feel like there are like some popular, well not popular, but like some kind of like pop culture media in pop culture media, like the name Ichigo Hitofuri is something that pops out kind of a lot.
Yeah, okay, I found it now. Yeah, it's a Japanese sword. Have been produced in the middle of the Kamakura period. The meaning of the sword means only one sack in a lifetime. What? Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And then basically it just absorbs every single spirit as 10,000 or lower.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
That part is pretty good, yeah.
Which means if you combine it with the magic that will be appearing like pretty much soon after this.
No, you don't even have to combine the magic. Because this is making your opponent target attack your spirit. So you can so it's literally attacking the brave spirit directly. So basically it's like target attack, but you're making your opponent do it.
Yes.
So you don't even need block while exhausted because it's a target attack. Yeah.
I see.
It's a weird mechanic, a very rare one as well. But
yeah,
now you know.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, and then we have like another clever machine castle, LT, which is pretty much kept like the original effect of when your life is not reduced, you draw 2. And then during your end step, you open the top card of your deck. If that is a Heavenly Demon King or a Clever Machine, you can summon or deploy it without paying the cost. The rest is discarded. Also, now it has the Family Vassal, so it can work in your Cossack deck now. Yay! Yippee! And then we have one of the extra that Ayumu mentioned that doesn't exist in the anime, which is the Daybreak Third X.
Yeah.
So when your life is reduced, return the opposing burst to the bottom of the deck. If you did not return, add 2 cards from the void to your reserve. After this effect resolves, summon it without paying the cost. Level 2 and 3, when your opponent doesn't have any set bursts, this spirit is unaffected by effects that has lower cost than it. Basically giving it kind of like a pseudo PS armor from Gundam. And then at level 3, when it attacks, if your field only has white and god symbol, this spirit gains another white symbol. Additionally, if your opponent doesn't have any bursts, this spirit cannot be blocked.
Yeah, it's a pretty good for kind of what do you call it, white control, I guess, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But where to see what people can think of with this kind of
Yeah, my brain is not imaginative enough to think of it, but I guess if we have kind of catalyzer that works well with this guy, probably Kirikage in the end. So basically just use it to kind of bounce the burst if there is any. If there's none, then you summon it. Then this guy basically becomes kind of your Prihelia kind of thing. It's just which means it is basically a bet to advance your freedom or change into freedom high mat full burst.
Yeah. People saying that is the main use. Yes.
Yes. Exactly. We are learning. And then we have the Lightwing Sword LT, which is once per game, same name. This card in your trash when the opposing cost 5 or higher what? When Toroshoner kono kado costo ko icho no chipo no spichiro spirit ultimate ga shokatare to kite. Okay. So once per game, same name. When discard in your trash, when your cost 5 or higher white spirit or ultimate is summoned, you can return it to your hand. Flash, during this turn, one of your spirit or ultimate gets plus 5,000 BP. After that, during this turn, the target can block while exhausted. And when it blocks, you can draw 1. Yeah. So
kind of decent. It's it's maybe it has some use, but currently I don't really see any uses with it.
Yeah, it's kind of just a feel good card. Now, just kind of to force it to kind of have any sort of use, they can give it the 1 draw, which is why it will probably feel good if you use the Ichigo Hitofuri, and then yep, now everything has to attack me. Oh my god, imagine seeing this in Petit Start. Do you even need more draws in Petit Start?
No, because Petit Start can only block while exhausted.
No, but it gives the draw 1 as well.
I mean, I guess.
I guess
you
so.
you might as well use the original one, which is draw 2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. It has that effect.
Or maybe not this one. Oh no, that one's called Scramble Booster, but it's literally basically the same thing, but like,
Yeah,
yeah.
so let's see. Scramble Booster.
Scramble Booster.
Oh, but Scramble Booster has 1 in red reduction.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
actually, with Petty Star, you want to spend the cost, so you have cost to return with the Brave to remain on the field.
Ah,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
I see. The more you know.
Yes, the more you know.
And then we have everyone's favorite Nexus. Not returning in the most graceful way, but it is the Owari no Sekai. The world of Owari, which is basically refers to the region that Nobunaga rules, which is the land of Owari. Which also coincides with the pronunciation for Owari, which is TN. Which is why this Nexus came out basically when Nobunaga was using Cossacks type TN. Yay. So now, once per turn, same name, discard in your trash. At the start of your attack step, if you have a cost 8 or higher Cossacks, can be deployed. So you still have to pay the cost, but then you get 2 more symbols.
It is 4 cost with 6 reduction, so
yeah,
it's gonna be too hard.
You can manage.
Yeah.
So now at level 1 and 2, it replaces the maximum level effect with a burst lock effect basically.
Yeah. Which is like one of the things that God Sax is lacking. So it's like, wow, okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. I guess I like, to be fair. I suppose it's at least for Battle Series right now. Anyway, right? Yeah, because I obviously Saga players is gonna disagree, but but I suppose it's better you have like a broken deck released than like a lackluster deck that no one uses.
Yeah.
Because at least in Japanese, they already have ways to balance it, so it's not the worst thing, Yeah.
Exactly. Then at level 2, all of your Kotsak that has SUPT wa Osurko Kareta. Okay, so all of your Kotsaks cannot be blocked by a spirit or ultimate that doesn't have soul core on them. Yeah, so basically.
Yeah, that's like is it not? Oh, they actually change it. Okay, wow, they actually make it so much better. Because the original one is can only be blocked by the spirit with the highest cost. Highest cost, highest BP. So yeah, but still So it's like that actually made it better. Yeah.
Nice. And actually also like, of course, like kind of like, especially if you bring like the mindset of like the Karen Kotsak's game plan with the type TN, rushing out type TN, of course, this kind of feels like cluster because they don't have the effect to make your Kotsaks go to their max level. But then again, if you wanted to kind of like play the old version and you want to play both Nexus, then I guess it's also good that they don't clash with each other, because like, why do you need 2 Nexuses that increase the level to the highest anyway? I guess.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice end to. Actually, no. We have to end your turn, Worm. End your turn. So of course, it has a revival now, making it a little way more accessible. So this card in your trash is unaffected by any effects. When paying for the cost of this card, if you have all 6 symbols. Also hero by exhausting one of your Grand Walker Nexus with the family Heavenly Demon King, discard costs 4 instead. Soul Burst, when your life is reduced. So now it has a Soul Burst, by the way. So originally it only has the flash effect to directly end the attack step. Now it has a Soul Burst when your life is reduced. Summon 1 god text that is cost 4 or cost 10 or lower from your hand or trash. Also, Shadows is without paying the costs, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah. So effectively, in like the cost stack, which is where you're using the card anyway. Now it's literally just 4 costs with reduction.
Yeah. Which is nuts because you directly end the attack step, which means there's no more flash timings. The only thing that can ruin your day is like a meteor, like a giant shooting star suddenly like out of nowhere, like shooting you down, but that's not going to happen most of the time.
Yeah.
True. Exactly. Like what else can happen? Maybe Grand Warden. But like
maybe
but then
Grand Warden is more likely, yes.
But then again, it also means that you have like 3 burst wall, 3 discards. So if you got Grand Warden, then okay. So let me play another one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Because if you have to do that, then usually like it's kind of like your opponent's skill turn. So like shutting it down like will slow them by a long mile anyway. Kind of worth it. Yeah. And we are talking about Kotsax. You can just destroy their whole field anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Even if like the gameplay like ended up turning into tempo, then you can kind of get back your turn, summon type destroy, attack destroy 1. Summon destroy 1, attack destroy 1. And speaking of more extras, we have Ash Lion now. The brave X rare. That of course can also brave with ultimates, which means it can brave with Leon Lancer now. So during your attack step once per turn, when it is brave to Tiger or Leon Lancer, when this spirit or ultimate activates destruction effect, if your opponent has no spirit, this spirit or ultimate refreshes. Can refresh, yeah. And then when the spirit or ultimate attacks, add 2 cards to your Homura Toshii Grand Walker Nexus. After that, destroy 1 opposing Nexus and 1 opposing spirit or ultimate with Soul Core on them. That is an optional effect, of course, but the optional part kind of like covers everything. So if you wanted to destroy both, you have to either destroy both or you destroy none. Isn't it?
Wait, say again?
So basically, the optional part in the second part of the effect.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So basically, you can clean your opposing board with the level, like the second effect, and then use the first effect to kind of like refresh itself. Well, actually, like if they have like any other effect, it's basically kind of like a backup. So like if your main spirit or like your Sengoku Tiger or like Leon Lancer was able to remove like the opposing board already, then you can use the second effect to kind of like trigger the first effect to refresh itself. Not too shabby. And we have more Nightmare Fuel coming our way, of course. The first fungal tree rebirth spirit. So after the Corgi, now we have the ship. I think like we started to see the pattern here.
Yeah. It's literally just animals infested by fungi.
Yeah. And then it's just like the saddest part about like the A side is like just that butterflies like unassumingly just flying over there and then like saying like the goat is like eating grass and then like it's going to be eaten. It's just sad.
Yep.
But it is in a way kind of like the one that we expected earlier. So when it is summoned or attacks, add 1 card from the void to it. After that, once per turn, your counter +1. So not really the first turn, but I guess like the second turn you can kind of like do that. So summon ship, and then you deploy Yumka, and then you can basically like deny every.
If it goes second, yeah. Sure, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. And then you can kind of like deny, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose they won't release the cost-free one then, if that's the case. Or maybe who knows, it's Bandai, they're crazy.
Yeah. Or probably it's going to be its sole purpose, kind of like just, counter +1, core +1, then that's it. No other effects.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, which will like how to like hurt the card a lot, like especially compared to like ship, because now it has also a rebirth when your fungal token is destroyed or the spirit is removed from the field by opposing effects. If you have Yumka including in soul state, you can flip this card. Also, as a flash effect during either player's attack step, you can send your soul core to the trash to flip this card as well. And then when it flips, you can add 1 core from the void to your fungal tree spirit or nexuses. After that, once per turn, if your counter is 6 or more, return 1 opposing exhausted spirit or ultimate to the bottom of their deck. And then flash during either player's attack step, once per turn, by destroying one of your fungal token, exhaust 1 opposing spirit or ultimate, or return 1 opposing exhausted spirit or ultimate to the bottom of the opposing deck.
Yeah, so you can remove literally 3 spirits in 1 turn. It's just like crazy.
Indeed.
Crazy.
Or
ultimate as well, yeah. Even crazier.
Exactly. And it doesn't really, as long as it's exhausted, like it doesn't really see the status as well. Which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Which we might see from the new Green World, and that will not be fun.
Oh god.
And yeah, it's a little bit sad that the ship has been fully consumed in the B side basically. It's basically just covering its skull at that point. It's just skulls, like it's just bones being covered by like mushroom fibers at that point.
No.
This is sad.
Not the ship.
I know, right? Poor ship. Let's go back to a happier place. Now we have Morrigan's first Emperor Spirit, if you may. Oh, it's actually not Emperor Spirit, it's a devotee.
Yeah, it's just a devotee, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when it manifests, you may open the top 3 cards of your deck, and then play the flash effect of 1 Prism Wing magic from among them by paying 1 cost. The rest goes to the bottom of your deck. So yeah, same thing that we discussed last time. Like how are they going to address this? Probably, hopefully, like it's a half spirit, half magic kind of thing. Probably, yeah.
Hopefully it's like that. Yeah.
It's probably going to be.
There's not much to say about this card, to be fair.
Yeah. Plus, other than that, it's also flash effect. Once per turn, discarding Prism Wing card in your hand, you activate this card's when manifest effect.
Again.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't if you don't have enough cores, then you can basically just sacrifice one card in your hand to kind of gamble again. Gotcha.
Yeah, like if the half magic is something like when you use it, you can also summon without paying the cost. Then this card will be really good.
Yeah.
But if not, then
we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I mean, it's probably going to be the usual, we discuss it today, and then tomorrow, we finally see the magic. Hopefully, or maybe because it's a magic, regardless, it's going to be revealed in the end. We don't know, but hopefully soon. Please, we need to know. We have the right to know. Bandai, please. This is a dire situation. Please do not joke about this. And then kind of more relaxation, but more cards that why do we need this? The Moonlight. The Moonlight Capybara.
Why?
Yeah. It's chill. I know, right? The more I read this card, is the more why? Because I guess that because manifest is usually kind of a way to kind of cheat the cost, and then this guy already has 2 reductions. I guess you can kind of argue that if you manifest, then you're basically kind of paying the same cost, but you add 1 core to the trash as well. You basically add 2 cores to the trash, basically.
Yeah, but do you really need that many cores?
That is exactly the point. And then also at level 2, it protects your concluser, machine beast.
Yes, because why the fuck not?
Exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah, it basically takes the damage for them.
Yeah, the thing is though, Artemis doesn't the deck doesn't even have the space anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know, but it's chill. But no, the more I see its eyes, it looks like it's done with life. Capybara was usually kind of look sleepy, but they look chill sleepy. But this one is sleepy in the kind of
and he's just done with life. Yeah.
Yeah. I was I haven't had my second coffee. Don't talk to me.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a little bit sad. But it is what it is. And then we do have another force fighter. Which I guess the more we see this, it's kind of more kind of a kung fu style of things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, which is why we change the force fighters. I really like the design as well.
Yeah.
I like foxes in general, and now you give me a fighting fox, yes please.
Exactly. So when this Koguri Golem is summoned or attacks, destroy 1 opposing spirit with the highest cost. You can do so. After that, once per turn, same name. If the opposing trash has 5 or less cards, you can draw 3. If you do so, discard 2 cards return 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Then level 2-3, all of your automaton and force fighter gains assault 1.
Yeah, the fact is kind of okay, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, assault. I think assault is pretty good, but the others was nah, not good enough, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, I am seeing a pattern here. Like, it's kind of like this deck, since they retain the extra cards to the bottom of the deck. Like, if you play a mirror, it's kind of like, okay, so now every single thing in your deck is just on by default. Because, like, your opponent's also not increasing their trash. So you kind of don't have to do anything. Then it's just a matter of who draws their finisher first, kind of thing. If you play mirror.
Yeah, oh yeah, true. Yeah. It's like if it's a mirror game, you would never deck out.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like, okay. Nobody's stacking out. Nobody. It's like everybody's effect is online. So like now it's just a matter of like who is the luckiest. Like
Yeah.
we are because we are like as strong as each other. So like the only thing that can separate us now is luck. But just kind of like a really Eastern way to approach that, I guess.
Just like just casually dump like a 4-card show like Castle Golem into the deck. Oh my god! I bet people are going to do that. Like if Takeru is like actually good and then, like they're gonna expect like mirror games, it's like yeah, I'm just gonna play like 2 copies of 4 Castle just to fuck up the mirror games.
Yeah. Also like the what was it again? Thor Castle kind of like the reduction also matches this deck because it's a blue-white spirit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It is made for this deck. It is made for Yamato Takeru. Time to get Thor Castle, guys. And yep, we have finally arrived at Yukimura's first attempt at having a key spirit, which is this Sengoku Ryu. So the Sengoku Dragon, Samurai Dragon Amatsu X. Amatsu 10, I mean. Which is pretty interesting because like 10 is also kind of like a pun for like sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And Amatsu is kind of like sky. So like So it's kind of like
I'm a sky.
Sky. Exactly. Well, actually, it's basically like Kengoryu. It's not Sengoku, it's Kengoryu, which is like basically Samurai Dragon, Sky.
Wow.
Well, actually, Kengo doesn't really mean samurai, but like, yeah, I guess like by some stretch
Like,
it can mean.
It's like swordsman, yeah.
Yeah, swordsman dragon, kind of like, but yeah, samurai dragon, sky make more sense.
It's funnier.
Exactly.
It's really funny.
Exactly. Okay, so this card, when your Rekka spirits, okay, so when your soul core is sent to the trash by your Rekka effects, you can pay 1 cost to summon this spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can summon the going second because of Drama Lu.
Oh. Damn. You're right. Yeah, so basically, if you go second, you set up Yukimura, you have 3 cores left. But then again, you can also kind of like, okay, so if you go second and your opponent has a Grand Walker, that's still kind of like worth it. Because then you summon this guy out with only 1 core, but still you get the removing 3 cores from the opposing Grand Walker Nexus. So as long as it's not next, you can kind of like fuck your opponent's next turn. Then also
and
because
you can draw 1 as well.
Yeah.
And you can just swing again, draw another 1. Yeah.
Exactly. That is pretty hot. And I'm thinking about the temperature, of course, but like, yeah. I mean, like, it literally has like blazing flames on its back and its hands, but like, yeah, it's kind of hot. And it's not helping my situation right now because like it's probably like 20 degrees inside my room and it's kind of like burning me in the inside.
Not 20 degrees is nothing.
Yeah. And then it also has originally Samurai Dragon Amatsu has this effect called the Infinite Plate, the Mugenjin. Now it is changed into Mugen Kaiho, which is the unlimited release. So during your attack step, this spirit can target attack the opposing spirit or ultimate. At this time, this spirit does not exhaust. And then by sending 2 cards from your Rekka Yukimura Grandwalker Nexus, instead, this spirit simply just attacks without exhausting.
Yeah. So people, I don't know why. I don't know. So do you understand what this effect is doing?
Yeah, so basically, like if you want to do it the old way, which is basically just targeting the opposing spirit to clean their field, then you basically can do it without signing the course. If you do sign the course, then you attack normally. But you don't exhausting, which means you can attack again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like no offense to the other people, but like how do people not understand this?
Mm-mm.
Like I literally got someone asking, so is Infinite Unleash better or like Infinite Flame, which is the old one, better? I was like, can you not read? Yeah, okay. So for those who still don't understand, basically, you know, originally, if you're not moving any cost from Yukimura, if you want to attack without exhausting, you have to target attack. That's the condition.
Yes.
Basically, if you want to attack without exhausting, the condition is that you have to target attack. So you just attacking normally, you still have to exhaust it. But if you move 2 costs from Yukimura to Samurai Dragon Amazu 10, then you can just attack normally without target attacking and also without exhausting. So basically, this single spirit can literally clear your opponent's field and then also take 5 lives.
If allowed to do so.
Yeah, if they allow you to do so and you have enough cost of Yukimura. Which, to be fair, isn't too hard anyway, because Yukimura also, like, it's going to have two necessities as well, right? Because like, they're going to have the contract Groundwalker and also the revival Groundwalker. So you can have at most 6 Yukimura on the field. So like, you know, honestly, having 10 costs is not the hardest thing.
Exactly. Also, you can if you have at least like 6, then you can just, well, at least 4, then you can just brave Samurai Dragon, Sky to anything, and then you can just attack for 2, and then like for the final attack you just exhaust it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
So it's basically like then you have the option of like deploying like 6 Yukimura, or you can like deploy like 2 Yukimura and then equip Samurai Dragon, Sky with a brave.
Yeah.
Preferably something that gives it wings.
I think Onimaru can refresh it though as well, doesn't it?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
God. Yeah. This guy is probably gonna pop off. Onimaru LT.
Let's see if I can load it up.
Yeah, you can send your so-called from the trash to a red only spirit. Doesn't even have to be him actually. You know, when you're done so, refresh a conclusion /lord /war dragon family spirit you control. Yes, so you can totally do that. So that's saving another 2 costs. Damn.
Which is crazy. And not to mention that War Dragon might have their LT version of that War Dragon that catalyzes when it is summoned. Or you can just bring it if you want. Then you can just like basically cheat out your Onimaru during your main step basically.
Oh, that one you're talking about. Nah, I don't know, because like maybe. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, like only if it got an LT and it has the family Rekka, then it will be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Then you basically activate the catalyze, send your soul core, summon it, pay 1 to summon Amatsu, and then now you have the Onimaru ready. And then basically now that you remove all the cards from the Grandwalker Nexus, you ask them like, where is your card now?
Yeah, that'll be insane. Yeah, if
Exactly.
they revival that or something like that.
Yeah. The competitive viability, I don't know, but this is actually something that I kind of wanted to kind of like just make for fun.
True.
Yeah. Actually, a red card that I wanted to use for fun. Like usually, you see a red card, it's like, this doesn't seem like a proper kind of fun. I want to
Infinite attack is fun.
Yeah. It's like the Emperor. It's like, I can attack 4 times in the same battle. Totally going to be either really dogshit or really balanced. Emperor's Road, man. Changes everything. And we have the last card for the day. For this 2 weeks, basically. So, starting from tomorrow, it's going to be Wild West. Starting from, I think like 2 weeks from now. So like next week, the booster will be released. So I guess like we wouldn't be really, on the next episode, we'll be focusing more on the cards in the upcoming PS73. Not as much as the Burning Legacy anymore.
I might talk about Zulu.
Oh yeah, I guess like, yeah, okay, we can do that. Okay, so yeah.
Go on.
Okay, so once per turn, same name. At the end of the battle of your Kotsex, you can pay 1 cost to activate the next change from your hand or trash. The change effect is to destroy, to retain 1 opposite spirit, nexus, or burst to the bottom of the deck. After this effect resolves, you can either discard this card or replace it in refresh position with a Heavenly Demon King that is cost 9 or lower, which means stuff like Type 0, Type 5, and the Heavenly Demon King Kotsex. Also, the Heavenly Demon King Kotsex Type Earth, if you so insist. And then level 1, 2, 3, when the spirit attacks, you can draw 2 cards from your deck. And then 6 Heavenly Rush with 4 or more symbol colors. When the spirit has Soul Core on it, destroy 1 each of opposing spirit and 1 opposing Grandwalker Nexus. It is an optional effect as well. So if you don't want to trigger any of their effects, you can skip that as well.
So damn good. I actually really like this card, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's also the first card in the main set that has changed.
Yes.
Yes.
Finally. The collab has shipped in the main set.
Yes.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, change is initially an effect that is introduced to Kamen Rider, kind of to simulate their ability to change forms.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
is actually weird. It was like a really fun mechanic. I wish I would play more with the deck.
Exactly.
Back then.
Yeah. Now you have Cho Henshin.
Which I really like as well.
Yeah. Which is kind of like interesting. And also like even like when it is when it is first introduced, because like one of the first cards is kind of like green, which is the Kamen Rider double Cyclone. You can kind of like do a combo in which if you have all the reduction ready, you can kind of like just attack infinitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is very fun. And then I think like now, because it has changed, you also have like the flexibility of like when you want to activate the basically like attack and the Cortex type destroy. Because back then the original type destroy kind of like attacks then after the battle. Like the first attack will always still be like 1 damage. Like of course with type destroy, as its name implies, because it is supposed to be destroying, it loses the protection that the original Cortex have. So you replace that with a draw 2 and the double symbol. And also you're returning 1 opposing spirit nexus or burst to the bottom of the deck, because why not? Yes. Also, another thing is if you have the World of Owari, and that is the only thing that you have, because like let's say they somehow destroy your Nobunaga midway, with only the World of Owari and Cortex type DN, you can activate the 6 Heavenly Demon Rush, basically. 6 Heavenly Rush.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean type destroy?
Type destroy, yes.
Damn. Yeah. You're right. You're right, bro.
Yeah, I'm always right. Unless I'm wrong.
but you never admit wrong.
Mm-mm. I will never admit when I'm wrong because I'm always right. You know what I'll admit is that if you want to ask us any questions, comments, or requests, you can always send them to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Because I'm also looking forward to the release of this Cortex type destroy. I also really like the original. Unfortunately, it's kind of like hard to pop off with the original version. I kinda still have like all the stuff from like the previous Cortex Mega Deck pretty much still sealed within my collection. Yeah, I have to unbox them one day. We'll see. We'll see what we can get after the anime booster, basically. But yeah, Ayumu, since the anime booster is basically going to be complete this weekend, like what do you still have to expect here? Now that we still have Suru coming over and the Double X, what do you want to pet the Double X to be?
It's probably gonna be type D end.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna save Leon Lancer for like the next main set, 73 or something like that. Yeah,
pretty much, or 74.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
or like watch them add them to the Galaxian draft booster because they are, they had that oversight because it's Bandai. Yeah.
Because Bandai is built different.
Exactly. It's like why is like the Burning Soul stuff in the Brave anime booster? Like, you don't know, but it's there. You can use it. Why not?
And the player just goes, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yep. We got a Leon Lancer, so we'll let you guys off for today. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye.